Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, while we're away, there's some people that had some words for you.
For me?
Chris Carter had some words for Ocho last week. He said there were points. Oh, yep. He said there were points in Chad's career that you had to go out there and tell him what to do because he couldn't get open to save his life. He couldn't get open against average guys. Chad Johnson scored double-digit touchdowns one time in his 11 years. I think I scored double-digit touchdowns 6 times. Scoring the football is the number one play as a receiver. No, I was not a burner. I ran 4.6, 4.65, but can do it every single day. Can do it for 4 quarters and is consistent at it. Ocho?
You know what that get? Child, please. what are we?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what.
I have a question. Before you even go, what the hell does that matter? What does it matter? Okay, you scored double-digit touchdowns. Okay, cool. You want a cookie?
Right.
Okay. Julio
What brought this on? Have you had a conversation with? Have you had a conversation with Cece?
No, I don't need to. I have a question. So right, I heard also he said, well, he only had double-digit touchdowns one season, so he's not a Hall of Famer. But does that mean Julio Jones is not a Hall of Famer either? Because Julio Jones only had double-digit touchdowns one season. You had dumb that sounds.
Yeah.
So sometimes I listen to things and everyone's situation is different. You know. Everyone's situation is different. You know? I mean, so stuff like that, I pay it no mind because everything is predicated off numbers and based on what they did, based on other people's situations were different. You know, obviously where I was, I did the best I could with the cards I was dealt. And I did one hell of a goddamn job. I don't care nothing about what you did. I don't care nothing about your numbers. It don't make me none. Why is my name even being brought up?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know why it was brought up. I don't. Because like I said, Ocho, I don't really listen to anybody else's podcast. I got enough things to try to make our podcast better than what it is. And I got Club Shay, so I'm trying to get guests and I'm going with the bookers like, okay, who do you think we should get, blah, blah, blah. So I don't really have time to pay attention. But it just kept popping up, not only on it kept popping up on Twitter, and then I saw it on the internet. I'm like, well, okay, what brought this about? I said, did Ocho say something about him, or what transpired?
Wait. For one, I don't talk about people.
We definitely don't talk about people that do what we do.
Never. And I don't talk about nobody. But congratulations on everything he said. I'm happy for you, Chris Carter, your double-digit touchdowns and your Hall of Fame and all that other good stuff. I love you. I wish you continued success and whatever it is you got going on, baby. I know what we doing over here, though. I know where I'm going. I'm going that way.
Maybe he wanted you to respond. And,
I did respond. I just said I love him.
No, but I'm saying I think maybe he wanted you to respond in a different way, and then it goes back. It goes back and forth. I ain't got time for that. Wait, Ocho, we done got too grown. First of all, you got kids. I got kids. I got grandkids. I'm not finna go. Look, what we did, we did. He can't go back and score no more touchdowns. You can't go back and score no more touchdowns.
Whoa,
I can't go back and score no more touchdowns.
Who can't?
We right here.
Hey, hold on. I'm still scoring touchdowns right now.
Oh, man. Yes, you doing that. Doing a great job on man.
I'm still scoring touchdowns in life. He talking about when we played. I don't care about that. I'm scoring double-digit touchdowns right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on now. You're not hearing where I'm coming from.
I hear what you said. I know. But that's my thing, is that sometimes we get caught up in talking about what we used to do.
What you doing now? Talk to me. What you doing now?
We were all great at once upon a time in our own right. Okay? You did what you did. I think CC played 16 seasons.
Wait, how many he played?
16.
How many I played?
I don't know. Hell, you played. I think you played 11 or 12, didn't you?
11. How many? Hey, I played 11. He played 16. How many yards he got?
Man, look here.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to get a better understanding. How many yards you got?
I don't. Ash, how many yards does CC have? But okay, the chat says CC snapped because he was pissed at Ocho for saying that he could beat Travis in a 1-on matchup 10 out of 10 times.
Why is he worried about?
Bro, we just be joking when we say stuff, man. It ain't that serious.
He knew that. He knew that because I do the same thing with everybody.
You do. And so I said, Ocho, can you not challenge everybody that come on here?
Who?
You.
Everybody that come on here can get that work. You hear me? And Travis
CC had a tick below 14,000 yards. He had 13,899 yards.
So he played 15 season.
16, I think.
16, and he got what, 13,000 yards?
Almost 14,000.
Okay, so he plays 15, 16. He only got 3,000 more yards than me and played 5 more seasons. I had 11.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a better understanding on why. Okay, cool. Anyway, but like I was saying, anybody that come on this show, I had the utmost confidence in my ability and being able to do any and everything. That's something that a lot of people in this world lack. Even if you feel you can't do it, you have to feel you can, because everything starts up here in the mind. So everybody that comes on here, regardless of what sport they play or whatever it is that they do, I feel I can beat them. Mm-hmm. And if you feel you can beat me doing at what you do best, whatever it may be, you're gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to show me. Matter of fact, Chris Carter, I'll lock Chris Carter ass up right now. Talk about what he did.
Man, you should. He's 60.
Huh?
He's 60.
What that mean? He talking like he still got it. Get out here, get on the field, line it up, put your cleats on. I'll lock your ass up too. Him and Travis Hunter.
We got a pulse. That's what we got. So we breathing, we walking, we get up out of bed, we're in our right mind, blood running warm in our veins.
Wait a minute. See, this is the thing about it. One thing about the wide receiver camp, the workshop that I just had, is I'm not just talking. I'm not just saying what it should look like. I'm out there with my cleats and my shoes on, boy. Out there running full speed. I still got it. You hear me? So it's one thing, once you go back in that structured environment, with the X's and O's, and you have a receiver coach that actually never really played the game. They just know the game based on paper and what it should look like.
Yeah.
Like I'm out there running them routes with you. I'm not telling you what it should look like. I can actually display it and show you. Boy, this is Picasso.
Yeah. I would say this, look. I've known CC a long time. His brother and I used to hang when we went to the Super Bowls and stuff. I would just say this. CC, know when the man joking. It wasn't that serious.
Nah. CC, I love you, baby, but put them cleats on. I'm going to show you. Double-digit touchdown. I put these 2 hands in your chest, boy. You won't catch shit.
LeBron James went on the Pat McAfee show today, nearly 3 weeks after confronting Stephen A. at a basketball game. Yeah. LeBron broke his silence on the incidents, referring to the fallout as a Taylor Swift tour run for Stephen A. The beef started, over comments Stephen A. made regarding Bronny. I initially wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to talk about it. We didn't talk about it. Y'all didn't hear anything from me for about the incident for 3 weeks ago, but now LeBron has went on PMAC, and we have to talk about it now. LeBron said he hasn't been too happy with how Stephen A. has reacted to the situation. He's on a Taylor Run Swift tour right now. It started off with, I didn't want to address it, but since the video came out, I feel, this is LeBron talking, I need to address it. He completely missed the whole point. The whole point, never would I allow people to talk, not allow people to talk about a sport and criticize players about what they do. This is your job to criticize, or to a position where there's a guy's not performing, that's all a part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's not my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. He's going to be smiling ear to ear when this comes out talking about it, because I know he's going to be happy as hell.
Hey.
Me, I wish Stephen A. would just left it alone. Once he addressed it, once it happened,
the first time,
address it. This is what happened. He came over to me, said what he said. I want to address it now, and I'm going to be done with it.
Right.
Because as my grandma used to say, boy, stirring up old ish, it still smells. So every time Stephen A talks about it, it stirs it up again.
Yeah.
And look, I see both sides. I see both sides of the equation.
Yeah.
But Stephen A just need to let it go. He needs to let it go. And now you're like, well, if he'd hit him, I don't think LeBron was coming to hit you. LeBron was coming to tell you, bro, just stop talking about my son. Right. He said, because you said, oh, as a father, now you're making it personal. You're making it personal because now you're making it seem, and this is how LeBron, I think, took it. You making it seem that I'm not a good father, that I'm not putting my son in a position to be successful. And so you're pushing this. And so LeBron took it a certain way. And am I surprised LeBron responded the way he did so publicly? Because LeBron is a very private person.
Yes, sir.
He might have an issue with someone and you will never know it.
You'll never know it, yeah.
You will never know it. So, and so for him to do that at a game, and it wasn't after the game, it wasn't before the game, it was the third quarter during a timeout, lets you know how upset he was at Stephen A and what Stephen A had been saying. But at this point in time, I understand LeBron, they asked LeBron about this, but if I'm Stephen A, hey, guys, I've already addressed that. He said what he said. I understood his point. I said what I said. Now it's time to move on. Look, it's not going to stop me from talking about LeBron James, the basketball player on the court. But the incident, I feel that we've talked about it ad nauseum. I feel we've talked about it enough, and now it's time to move on. That's what I wish Stephen A would do. Yeah. But like he said, I mean, look, I get it. That's LeBron James. It's the biggest name in pro North American sport. And when you mention his name, good, bad, or indifferent, people will want to click and hear what you have to say about him. But the one thing I know about this guy, and I know him a little bit, I don't know him as well as a lot of people do. That man loves his family. He's gonna protect his family now.
Always. And I think when you think about it and you go back to the way things happen with LeBron actually addressing Stephen A courtside is, well, what Stephen A said obviously was said publicly on a public forum on TV. So he addressed it the exact same way, publicly, courtside in the middle of a game.
Yes.
Now, as a father, and like Stephen A said, he understood where LeBron was coming from. Knowing Stephen A, I think in the individual that he is, LeBron said what he had to say today. I'm sure Stephen A is going to respond to that because
he did.
You need to think about it. Anytime anyone says anything to or about Stephen A, he's going to have an answer to whatever is being said. That's just him, and it's always been him. I know you would like him to leave it alone, but I don't think that's not how this gonna go.
The only thing I would have said was Stephen A. Look, I know people are gonna like, man, LeBron should have stole on you. LeBron should have did this. Man, they just talking. Yeah, Stephen A. Man, you the same man. I'm about to be 57. You about to be 58. Bro, that ain't even your MO.
Right.
You ain't gonna fight nobody. LeBron wasn't gonna swing on you. And you weren't going LeBron wasn't going to swing on you, so there would have been no need for you to swing on him. I'm glad you guys stood there and y'all talked. Look, he said what he said. You seemed to be receptive at the time of it. You you said you understood because he was speaking to you as a father and not LeBron James, the basketball player. And you said you understood that. Let it go now.
Yeah.
Let it go now. Look, I mean, I've had issues. I remember I had a conversation with Kevin Durant when he first got traded to Phoenix. And I walked into the hotel. I was like, damn, that's KG. And he said, oh, let me holler at you right quick. I said, what's up? Okay. I'm like, damn, I ain't get no dap, what? He said, let me holler at you right quick. I said, what's up, bro? He said, man, what it is? You got beef? You don't like me or something? I said, no, why you say that? He said, man, the way you talk. I said, KD, bro, I'm passionate. I say any topic that we discuss on that show, I'm very, very passionate. I spend a lot of time researching it, and I'm very, very careful to what I say. I said, KD, it ain't about no like or dislike. I say, I don't know you personally. All I talk about is what you do on the court. That's it. Whatever you may or may not do off the court, I don't give a damn.
Right.
I said, you can ask your mom. I've talked to your mom ad nauseum. She used to come on the show. I've seen that event. I said, KD, it ain't no like or dislike. I said, I'm just passionate about topic, bro. I said, I don't dislike anybody because I don't know anybody to dislike them. It's not like me and Oak when I used to hang out with Oak.
Yeah.
Oak used to work out.
Oakley?
Charles Oakley used to run on the track with us. Oak used to come to the gym and work out with me. Oak and I used to go out to Houston's. That was his favorite restaurant. The N-word always got the cheese toast. Me and Oak have a relationship. I picked up the phone and called Oak. I said, I don't know any of these current players like that.
Right.
I said, but I'm just passionate about topics. I said, bro, I ain't no like or dislike. I said, but if I didn't like you, you know it.
Right.
He said, all right. He said, man, I just, you know. I said, cool, bro. I said, I ain't got no problem with you. I said, anytime. He said, hey, here, give me your phone. We exchanged numbers, left it at that. He saw I was at the game the other last year, a couple of years ago. I took my daughter to the first. Well, it might have been this year. No, it was 2 years ago. But anyway, had to talk to him on the bench, laugh and talk. I ain't got no problem with nobody, Ocho. And I'm not trying to go for bad or nothing like that. But that ain't how I am. Right. And guys, I think when guys see me, they know I ain't all about that, man. I'm just cool. I just want to vibe, have a good old time. But like I said, I appreciate instead of him like, you know, be on Twitter and the internet trying to blow it up. Hey, somebody got a problem with me? Just come to me.
Right.
Just come to me. I ain't got no problem. I talk to anybody, anywhere about anything. Yeah. You got a problem with what I said? Why you said that? Sharp, why you said that?
Right.
Okay. Hey, this is why I said that. Go ahead.
Right. And you know what I do like though? I'm not sure how the people in the chat feel, but I enjoy when you talk about Kevin Durant, players of that magnitude, elite players. I mean, obviously we talk about one of the greatest scorers of all time. I love the way Kevin Durant uses social media. I love the way he's so accessible to the people, to be the star that he is, what LeBron went and allowing himself to be vulnerable. What LeBron did today, I've never seen LeBron do before. What he did on the Pat McAfee show, sitting there for an hour straight and actually just being vulnerable, talking about everything. I really, really enjoyed that because that's some from LeBron that that obviously I've never seen before. And I really, really enjoyed that. And I wish more superstar elite athletes would do that. Be a little bit more open, be a little bit more accessible. And I mean, it was just enjoyable. It was enjoyable to see him outside that normal setting of not being viewed as the king, if that makes sense.
Well, most of the great players are going to be guarded because they're only going to give you so much. They're going to only allow you to see so much of what they want you to see. Right. If you look at all the great players, they've always been very, very guarded. They're not going to totally let you inside, especially while they're a current player. Asante Samuel saw the clips of us debating him in Prime, and he responded to us, Ocho. Yeah. That's your problem, pimp. You're also brainwashed at Shannon Sharpe. I'm not worried about what everyone perceives to be true. Like yourself, I stand on facts. You have yet to talk about the facts. You can easily be manipulated just like everyone has because of marketing. I bet you won't debate me. Big facts. Oh. Shannon Sharpe, safety has the short middle. Nobody's in the deep but me and the receiver. You don't know the truth, pimp. You just talking out your with no facts. Right. Let's talk, or you scared like everyone else, bro.
Hey, I ain't even know your answers. You like, okay, I like that, huh? Hey, y'all listen, we can have a club Shay, right? Listen to me now, stay with me. You have a club Shay, DB edition. A good conversation, PowerPoint presentation style, film up there to support each of your opinions and facts that you might have.
It ain't no opinion. He's not time. What are we debating?
Okay. Let me finish, baby. Let me finish. Listen, I'm giving you the ultimate content right now. Something that's never been done before. A format that's never been done before. 2 players, actually 3, because you're a part of it too. 3 players. You got Prime, Asante Samuels, and you. You one that loves to break down film. He's also one that loves to break down film. Now, just picture this. You talk about you think Cat Williams did a whole bunch of numbers? What you think you and Sant sitting down, going over, okay, you want to prove it? Prove it. The eye in the sky don't lie. I'm just throwing the idea out there. Because the format has never been done before.
I've given Coach time and myself have given Asante Samuel more attention since he's been retired than he's ever gotten. After tonight, I'm done with this. There's nothing to debate.
My bad.
There's no one gonna say he's in the realm of time. He's in the realm of Darrelle Revis. He's in the realm of Rod Woodson or a Charles Woodson or a Darryl Green or a Mel Blount. He's not. I don't give a damn what he says about the film. He played more. Look, bro, you had an unbelievable career. Congratulations. You're just not time. You're not time. You're not Revis. Hold on. Find out, did he make an all-decade team? Because Time made all-decade, and he's one of the 100 greatest players of all time. Let's see his resume. Let's see his body of work. I complimented him. I said, Time don't believe in wasted motion. The T-step worked well for Asante. I gave him a compliment. Let's see his resume. So he didn't make all decade. 4-time Pro Bowler. 1-time All Pro. How many Pro Bowls did Time make? How many all team? Yeah. Oh. Same number of Super Bowls. But one guy was a defensive player of the year. One guy as a defensive back swung the balance of power. How many DBs can say swung the balance of power? He go to one team to keep the other team from going. He goes to the other team and keep that team from going. Bruh, you had an unbelievable career. You went to a Pro Bowl, you're an All-Pro. You're not Time. And that's not a knock. It's okay. It's okay. But I don't know why you getting mad at me. I tell you what, go find the GM, go find the coach, go find the player that says Asante Samuel is the equivalent or better than Time. That's all you got to do. Hell, your son won't say you better than Time. And he a junior. Let's be real, man. You coming, I'm the wrong one.
What you doing? Where you going?
I got that. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I complimented you. I said you had an outstanding career. I say the T-step served you well. I just said you weren't Time. That's okay. If somebody says, you know what, Shannon, you had an unbelievable career. Shannon, you went to 8 Pro Bowls, you're a first-team All-Pro, you're an all-decade player, you're in the Hall of Fame, but you ain't Gronk. Okay. You ain't Travis Kelce. Okay. But you ain't gonna go no other tight end than me talk about you ain't that. If you want to say Gronk, if you want to say Kelce, Shannon, you not that. I ain't finna fight you. But you ain't gonna go no more. You ain't gonna go no more. Because when I left, every record that a tight end could have, I had it. Catches, yards, touchdowns, most yards in a game.
Hey, so hold on. I just now that you mentioned that, when we factor in the numbers and statistics, does that play any factor in Asante's case, or it doesn't matter? Just curious.
He had more pass breakups and fewer interceptions. How many pick sixes did he have? All I know is when I left the game, I had every record that a tight end could possibly have. Ain't nobody had them but me. Now, they done came along and broke him. Gonzo broke him, and Gates did this, and Gronk, and this and that. But I don't know why he mad at me. I gave him a compliment.
Yeah.
I said he had an outstanding career. Yeah. I said the T-step for him served him well.
I like the convo. I like the dialogue. I would love, especially for not the casual fan, but for people that are fans of the game. I wish we could dive a little bit more. I'm obviously not here on the show. I'm just
asking you, find the general manager, find the head coach, find the receiver, because he talking like he was that. He might, I guarantee you, will you find somebody that say he a top 10 cornerback? If we go back and study history, top 10 corner. So we got Time, we got Revis, we got Mel Blount, we got Rod Woodson, we got Darrell Green, we got Aeneas Williams, we got Mel Blount. Okay, that's 7 right there. Where are we going to put him? In the list of all time and the history of the NFL,
Right.
is he cracking the top 10? That's your homeboy. He from Florida. I want you to tell me. You tell me.
Where would you put him?
No, ain't where I'm asking you. I just named 7 guys. Which one of those 7 guys are you putting him in front of?
Unc. You heard me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm asking you.
Oh, I forgot about Champ Bailey. You putting him in front of Champ?
You ain't answered the question.
Are you putting him in front of Champ?
You heard me?
I'm listening, yeah.
Where would you put him? Where would you rate him?
I asked you.
No,
I asked
you me the
you.
questions.
Yes.
No, I'm asking you. Where do you rank him? Based on what
I'm
you
asking
saw.
this man. I just asked this man a simple question. I gave him 7, 8 names. He talking about where would I rank him? I ask you.
Yeah, because
go ahead.
listen,
Ocho, I get it.
Hey,
you gonna probably bump into him.
Hold on,
But at some point in time.
Hey, hold on. It don't matter who I bump into.
Okay, well, you got him in front of the guys that I mentioned.
Brother, he addressed you. Why are you asking me the question? He addressed you, so I'm asking you, where do you rank him?
I already done said it. Are you putting, he's not in front of Time. He's not in front of Revis. He's not in front of Rod Woodson. He's not in front of Charles Woodson. He's not in front of Mel Blount. He's not in front of Aeneas Williams. He's not in front of a Champ Bailey. That's 7.
Okay.
That's 7 guys.
Okay, now
who is he in front of? Is he top 10 all time in the history? Dick Night Train Lane, Emil Tunnel. Is he in?
Hey,
I'm just asking. He got all these facts. Who is he in front of? I tell you what. Who is he in front of the list that I just named?
And you name all time, like all time.
He talking like he all time great. That's the problem. Nobody got a problem with him saying he's not good. You talking about all time great. The guy that I list, he's at the front of the line. Mel Blount, Defensive Player of the Year. Charles Woodson, Defensive Player of the Year. Rod Woodson, Defensive Player of the Year. There have been a lot of guys. But number 2-1 is at the front of the line.
Yeah.
He talking like he in that group. Look, we go into a room. In the Hall of Fame, okay. We go into a room, we all into a room, but there are certain guys at certain tables. We in the room, but we not at that table. He not even in the room. He on the outside. Hey, y'all know I played, right? Yeah, but this for big dog. Keep it a stack. So I want Chad. Y'all tell me of the guys that I list, who he better than? I ain't mentioned Pat P. I ain't mentioned Mitchell Sherman yet. I just gave y'all a couple of names. I want you to tell me who he better than the list I listed. Who y'all putting him in front of, chat? Y'all put him in front of Dion. Y'all put him in front of Revis. Y'all put him in front of Charles Woodson, Rod Woodson. Y'all put him in front of Mel Blount. Who are y'all putting? Champ Bailey. Who are y'all putting him in front of? Asante Samuel. Who?
Hold on, I'm trying to see what the chat talking about.
No, I want you to see what the chat talking about. You played against him. What you talking about? You played against Charles Woodson. You played against Pat P. You played against Sherm. Who are you putting him in front of?
I ain't play against Sherm, but I did my thing everywhere I went. You hear me? It was like Halloween. If I knock on the door, I'm coming to get some candy.
I'm asking you a simple question. of the guys that were mentioned, who is he in front of?
And I wouldn't say in front of, because you mentioned, the greats, but he has the numbers to be in the room. I know that much. And you base everything off numbers. When you talk about, let me finish before you say anything. When you talk about MJ in comparison to Michael Jordan, when it comes to debates in any other sport, we always bring up the numbers, but all of a sudden the numbers are ignored when it comes to now talking about the two.
Ain't none of them. Hold on.
In comparison.
He got 4 Pro Bowls.
Now
All
listen,
those guys. Hold on. This dude got 4 Pro Bowls.
Listen to me. I'm not finished.
Okay.
But again, now we understand. But when we do a comparison based on greatness,
I'll tell you what. Guess what? You had a former coach. Your former coach had 3 Pro Bowls and 62 picks. You taking Dick LeBeau?
Oh,
Since
hey,
you like numbers.
Hey, what you know about
you like
LeBeau?
numbers.
Hey, what you know about LeBeau, what? What you know about hey?
You just told me numbers.
Yeah, I mean listen, that's what everything is based off of, right? Yeah.
No. Okay, numbers. Okay, let's go all pros. Let's go Pro Bowls. Let's go all decade. Let's go defensive player of the year.
Right.
That's part of numbers also, just not picks.
Okay.
I look at it like this. If you get 6 picks and you give up 8 touchdowns, what have you done?
Okay, I see what you're doing. I
thought the job of a corner is to take away more than you give up.
Mm-hmm. That's a great combo.
I'm just waiting on this man to tell me who is he better than the list I named. Now we're gonna have. Guess what? Let's have the conversation. Hopefully, Lord spare both of our lives. We're able to have a conversation another 10 to 15 years.
We will.
Now, I'm gonna need to see a gold jacket on his back because all the guys that I mentioned now, hey, Jalen Ramsey's gonna be coming up. Richard Sherman's gonna be coming up. Pat P's gonna be coming up. You see what he trying to do? Oh, it's all about marketing, bro. You played on the Patriots. Ty Law played on the Patriots. Ty Law got a red jacket and a gold jacket. So don't do that bull job about marketing. Who was on TV more than the Patriots? Ocho.
Oh, during that 20-year
during
run?
that time, who?
Yeah.
Oh, so now it's marketing. Time ain't no marketing, bro. Yeah, he marketed himself to know how to parlay that, but that man on the field, you better go check them tapes.
Hey,
either you can or you can't.
That's a great conversation, boy. That's a good one now.
Oh, Willie Brown, Mike Haynes. Mike Haynes got 9 Pro Bowls. You better go check.
That's a great combo. Well, let me grab me a water.
Asante,
man.
go ahead, bro. Asante, you had a great career, bro. You a good player. You just said, all I said, you weren't time. And you had to get personal. I don't know why. I mean, if you wanted to come on Nightcap to get your name out there, you could have did that.
Hey, listen. That is a great combo, boy. You hear me? It's a great combo.
What's a great combo?
This one? I like this. I just obviously it's not me as the individual, but I'm just saying that's why.
In his prime, is he better than Stephon Gilmore? I mean, at some point, hey, Chad, don't y'all want Ocho to chime in instead of talking about this is a great combo? He ain't saying nothing about the man. The man
I'm listening to you. You tell him.
This is Nightcap, Unc and Ocho. We don't listen to each other. We go back and forth.
I've been chiming in all
No, you ain't saying nothing.
I'm listening to you. Now listen,
you see what he said, Chad? He listened to me.
He addressed Shannon Sharpe. He sent a long message to Shannon Sharpe. So I'm just listening.
Hold on. Where did he address Shannon Sharpe? What was Shannon Sharpe speaking on?
On what? On him?
On Nightcap. Nightcap, Unc and Ocho.
Right. So it's your job to answer back.
I get it. Chat, y'all see, Ocho don't want to chime in. He from Florida. Ocho might bump into him. Y'all know me. I don't give a damn.
I mean, what is bumping to have to do anything?
See, here's the problem. Here's the thing with Shannon Sharpe. Whatever Shannon Sharpe say on Nightcap, Shannon Sharpe, if he bumped into said player, Shannon Sharpe is man enough to stand on that. Bro, you not time. You not Charles Woodson. You not Rod Woodson. You not Darrell Reeves. You not Mel Blunt. You not Mike Haynes. You not Darryl Green. You not. Facts. Now, of the 10 guys that I named, find the coach, find the receiver that say Asante Samuel is better than any of those guys.
See, the way you make it sound. Oh, see, you being mean.
How am I being? Ocho.
Ocho. You being? You sit. You hear how you make it sound? You make it sound like Buddy was trash or something.
I didn't say he was trash.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying the way you talking, like you acting like we just sitting here talking about some old bum. I'm just curious.
Ocho. Who can I say?
Yeah, I mean, and listen, I played the game. Listen, I played the game, right? Hold on, wait, stay with me real quick. I played the game on the other side of the ball, so I know. I played against Prime. I played against Zont. I have an understanding of both and how good they were at what they, great as Prime was and how good Zont was. So it's hard for me to sit here and say, the way you doing it, when I saw it with my own eyes. I understand how great Prime is, but then I know what that young bull was doing as well when he was playing.
All I said he was good. I said he was a very good player, had an unbelievable career.
Look how you said it.
He used the technique. He used the technique that time doesn't approve of. Two things can be true.
Yes, sir.
Okay, some guys like to play press and open the gate.
Yes,
some
sir.
guys like to press and put hands.
Yeah.
Whatever technique works for you. But he was talking as if he was the equivalent because he posted his stats and time stats saying, look at our stats.
Right.
So he's posting those stats as if he's the equivalent. And I said he's not. I didn't say he wasn't a good player. I said he went to Pro Bowls. I think he was an All-Pro. I know he won Super Bowls in New England. That's what I said.
Right.
He took offense that I didn't co-sign him. I don't need no marketing. I don't need to co-sign. I think everybody's known. I didn't have an opportunity to critique time when he played, when he went back for those 2 years, because he was mainly a safety and he didn't start the game. Okay, that's fine. But I've never had a problem critiquing any player. I critique Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, you name a player, Ray Lewis, receivers, T.O., Randy. I've never had a problem critiquing because I'm basing it on my not intimate knowledge of the game and film study. When I was at CBS, I would watch film. How many times when I was at CBS or Fox, when you ever heard a guy talk about Shannon Sharpe, don't know what the hell he talking about?
No, that ain't gonna happen.
See what y'all trying to do. Well, you doing this. That's not what I said. No, I've never said, see, the difference is Skip tried to say, I said I was better than Tom Brady. I said Tom Brady wasn't playing well. Why would I, as a tight end, compare myself to a quarterback?
Okay, right.
I would need to compare myself to Gronk, to Kelsey, or a tight end. That's the only way you can get an equivalent. I said,
yeah,
Asante had a great career. Pro Bowls, Super Bowls. Now, guy, like I said, you want to say, Shannon, you ain't Trav, you ain't Gronk.
Right.
Shit, you right.
You gotta live with that.
You right, you got me.
Right.
You got me. But I'm just confused.
Hey.
But look, bro, I gave you 15 minutes of fame. Fame that you never would have got had you not mentioned me or time. Enjoy it. Now, go back to your solitary life. Nobody's gonna. I tell you what, Ocho, when was the last time, prior to last night, when was the last time you heard somebody mention Asante Samuel? Take your time. I'm gonna go get me some water. Take your time. Hey, Chad, y'all keep Ocho interested.
Hey, anyway, Chad, we back. Unc is a little upset. He's a little upset. Other than that, it's a great conversation. I like it. I like the dialogue. I like the back and forth. I like players also. What we always talk about, having a belief, having not only belief in what you can do and what you've already done, and bringing it to the forefront. Bringing it to the forefront and supporting what it is you've done in comparison to someone else who is also great. And that's okay. Now, a lot of people won't see it that way, as you can see, including Unc. But one thing I've always do see is, if you were bad at what you do, then I will always come out and say that. But I played against both, and I understand how good both were. I understand how great Prime was, obviously catching him on the tail end of his career, and obviously playing against Asante during his prime and understanding how good he was, how much of a student of the game he was. And what I'm not going to do is diminish what I was able to see for years while I was playing, and understanding, watching film on him, and understanding how good he was and how savvy he was technically, So it's different coming from someone that actually played on the opposite side and understand how good he was. So it's hard to sit here and say, oh, he's not good. Whoa. I had to go against this. I had to go against that for years. So it's different. It's different. Especially, and a lot of people in the chat, obviously some of the comments on Twitter, on X, whatever it may be, their feelings are always different as well, because it's based off who you know and what they've done. Hey, Unc, that was good. Hey,
I just asked you a simple question.
Which one?
Prior to last night and today, when was the last time you heard somebody mention Asante Samuel?
I'm supposed to know. I be on Nightcap.
Every time a tight end break a record, who record they sit up there? The most 150-yard games, the most this, the most that. Every Sunday in the NFL season when the tight end does something, who name is up there? When they have them names, he just passed this one. Who name is also up there?
Ocho?
Don't worry about Ocho. Hey, Chad, all I try to do, try to go back and forth, but Ocho's like, hey.
We did go back and forth. That was a good one though. I know you laughing. I'm saying, I'm for real. That was a good one.
I don't.
That was a good one.
Joe cry. We got to start to talk about what happened. Not only yesterday, last night, Ocho, you and I were at Lambeau Field for the first round of the draft. But today, rounds 2 and 3 has passed, and Shedeur Sanders hasn't been selected. 102 picks, 5 quarterbacks selected. Cam Ward went number 1 overall. No surprise there. We knew that once he had his workout, they canceled all other official visits. That told me everything I needed to know. Boom. Now, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, Jalen Milroe, Dylan Gabriel. Now, for context, I want to provide context to Ocho, because that's what we like to do here. Daniel Jeremiah had Shedeur, the second-ranked quarterback, 4 days ago. Cam Ward was the 8th overall best player. Shedeur was the 20th best overall player. Jackson Dart, the 36th overall best player. Tyler Shuck, 75th overall best player. Jalen Milroe, 86th. Dylan Gabriel, 148. Mel Kiper Jr., the guru, just 4 days ago, had Shedeur ranked over Cam Ward. He had Shedeur as the 5th best player, Cam Ward as the 6th best player, Jackson Dart as the 28th best player, Tyler Shuck, 46th. Pro Football Focus had him second behind Cam Ward just yesterday morning. But we saw today Cam Ward went first. The Giants traded back into the first round, Ocho, to take Jackson Dart at 25th. Tyler Shuck went 40 to the Saints, and we thought there Shedeur could possibly be 9 to the Saints there. Nope, they take Tyler Shuck. Jalen Milroe, 92nd overall to the Seattle Seahawks, and Dylan Gabriel, 94th to the Browns. Now, They were talking about, well, Shedeur arm, you're outside in Cleveland, and then you got Cincinnati.
Don't start that shit. No.
I'm provide some context. Give me a second. I'm gonna tell. Give me a second, Ocho. Baltimore outside, Pittsburgh outside, Cincinnati, Cleveland. I don't see where Dylan Gabriel arm is any stronger than Shedeur's. I could be wrong. I could be. But I don't know. And I know I'm going to turn it over to you, Ocho, because I know Joe got questions. I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to say this before I do, Ocho. In all my years that I go back to like really following the draft and understanding where players are getting drafted, back in 87, in almost 40 years, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah. I've never seen nothing like this myself. Obviously, I know I only played a short time, but I've been around long enough to know. Obviously, the 11, 12 years I did play, and all the time I've been retired and enjoying the game and watching it from afar and understanding how good players are, regardless of what scouts may say. The eye in the sky doesn't lie. I watched Shedeur play from high school to college at Jackson State to what he was able to do at Colorado. I want everybody to understand that you're never bigger than the program. You'll never be bigger than the program no matter who you are. And they will show you, they will always remind you at any given time, if at any point you think you are bigger than the program. And that is all we're seeing. That's all we're seeing right now. Joe, Unc, that is all we are seeing right now, regardless of who you are. There's some things I think Prime might have said, I don't want to quote it, but where he said it similar to
there's some places I don't want to go. We're not going to go.
Bingo. What Archie Manning said when it came to Eli. Same thing. No different. Anyway, I got something today I really want to read. Chad, I want you to listen to me real quick. I'm not here to stir up. I'm happy for everybody that got drafted. I want you to listen to something that was sent to me on Instagram. Chad, y'all stay with me real quick and just listen to me very, very closely. What we are witnessing once again is the machinery of a system that has never quite known what to do with a free black man, much less than a free black family. The NFL, with all its pageantry and power, finds itself uncomfortable, even threatened, when the likes of the Sanders family walk into a room, not asking for a seat at the table, but daring to bring their own. Deion, Shedeur, this family has refused to shrink to fit the confines laid out for them. And so the machine does what it has always done. It seeks to diminish, to distort, to remind them and us that there is still a place for black folk. It is not at the head of the table. But in tragedy, you see, it's not in their refusals to bow, but is in the nation's fear of black excellence unchained. The fear that has always been the real danger, not the power of our stride, but the shadow we cast when we stand upright, unafraid, and unapologetically ourselves.
Yeah. I was talking to my sister. She said, well, you think Shedeur? I said, Libby, I'm going to be honest with you. If he don't go in the second round, I think he might slide out of the third.
Unc, it's all a game. It's all a game.
Look, Ocho,
It's a game.
Your draft story, my brother's draft story was a lot different than mine. My brother didn't have to wait long. First round, 7th pick, boom, he gone. On a plane to Green Bay, boom. Second round.
Hey, with red flags, with character issues, school to school, bounce from over and over. Why'd he go here? Why'd he go here? Bad. Still, second round. We taking a chance on him. There ain't no off the field issues with Shedeur.
Nope.
No issues, no nothing. Oh, he's arrogant. Oh, he's
good.
cocky.
Great.
I have a question. What was Johnny Manziel?
Cocky. Oh, give you one better. Baker Mayfield.
What was Baker Mayfield? Okay, now, what I will say, when it comes to college and you watch film, that motherfucker, Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield, boy, they played what they were absolutely awesome.
Yes.
But again, you can't take away what Shedeur was able to do at a Denver, Colorado team that won one game. They come back the next year with Shedeur, win 4, and I'm not sure what their record was.
4 or 5. I think they won 5, and then the next year I think they win 9.
Yeah.
I heard, what did I hear, Ocho? I heard someone says that his confidence doesn't match his game. So in other words, he does a lot of talking and his game is not indicative of the type of bravado. What?
Hey, Unc and Ocho. So
Yeah.
my question is, do y'all even think he'll get drafted at this point? I mean, what we do? We threw 3 rounds already.
Ooh, Lord have mercy, Joe.
Hey,
I mean,
Joe.
that's what I started thinking about. I'm like, hold on, how do
Yeah.
you skip it? I'm only watching. I'm trying to see 2 get drafted. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah,
You know,
Joe.
I'm hoping he goes in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Because
Joe.
here's Ocho. Okay, let me ask you this. Teams that needed a quarterback, what did they do? They took a quarterback in the 2nd or the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Well, if you already took a quarterback in the 2nd or 3rd round, what's the likelihood of you taking a quarterback in the 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th round?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So now you're telling me the people that you did pick in the 2nd and 3rd round, you feel they're better than Shedeur. So at what point does he come on a team? As I'm not even gonna mention anything about free agency. What if they prove a point and make him wait to the 7th?
It's possible, Ocho.
What point are they trying to prove? Especially at this point, Joe. I've never ever seen anything like this. I'm not talking about black and white. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about based on what I've seen on film with my own eyes, compared to other quarterbacks outside of Cam Ward. What are we looking at?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not a scout. I'm not a GM, but I do have common sense and I do understand and know the game. You're not telling me everybody that has drafted before him. What are we talking about? Again, I'm happy for everybody that got drafted.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
we're not trying to diminish anybody.
No,
we're trying to make
not.
light up. We're trying to make sense of what we're seeing with Shedeur. Because I think the thing is what's Ocho, if there was an injury that we didn't know about, we saw Will Howard, the cornerback out of
Yeah.
He had a propensity when they gave him the scan. They say he has a high risk for a knee injury.
Right.
So he slid down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if there's a red flag that we don't know about, but I don't. The guy got great. He was on I think the honor roll. I think he had a great GPA.
Yeah.
He's never been in trouble. The numbers speak for themselves. So for me to see a guy rated this high with no issues, that's what's puzzling. Like I said, Ocho, you and I don't know, what those 32 teams and how they view him.
Right.
You know, they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You think that's good? I don't think that bad. You like red, I like black. You like this, I like that. So I don't know, Ocho, I don't know. Based on the rankings of all these people that get paid to do this, and it's their opinion, it's subjective, but nobody, I don't think anybody really has Shedeur past Cam Ward's, like Mel Kiper had Shedeur 1 as far as quarterback. Most everybody had him 2 behind Cam Ward. But to see this precipitous fall, this precipitous drop, and guys, I mean, some guys had Dylan Gabriel, what he had him ranked, the 148th best player. Milroe, the 86th best player. Tyler Schultz, 75th. Shedeur almost never got past the 20th best player in the draft. He was 20th on some people's board. He was the 5th best player on some people's board. And he's a day 3 possible. Well, that's it. It's day 3. So you get 1, 2, and then you go, rounds 4 through 7.
Listen, I've never seen collusion like this before, ever. I've never seen it. And you know what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. For those that are watching, for those that are in the chat, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those that were drafted before him. I'm just saying, based on my knowledge of the game and understanding of football and what I've watched throughout the years, especially from that specific position. Now, the only thing I can say, the only red flag for them, it's his approach to the game and his confidence. I'm assuming that they don't like that, but how do you not want a player to feel the way he feels? How do you not want a player that believes in himself and his skill set and what he's done and worked his ass off to get to? That could be the only thing, but that can't be a bad thing, because there have been other players that have come before him that approached the same game with that same demeanor and same attitude and belief, similar to him. So to me, it really makes no sense. But again, nothing, and they will always time and time remind us in certain instances that you will never be bigger than the machine or the program. And that's all this is. That's all it comes down to.
And It could be a good thing for him too. You know what I mean? If he do get an opportunity, he carry that chip on his shoulder, man. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
For all the doubters, the naysayers, the people who didn't believe in him, the teams who continue to pass up on him. You know what I mean? You use that fire and desire when you touch the field, bro. You know, you let them know what's up. So I don't know. It could be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, but see, and people like, well, Tom Brady went in the sixth round, but Tom Brady wasn't as rated as high as Shedeur. Tom Brady was a backup basically his whole career, except the last 6-7 games of his senior season.
Right.
So that's the difference. And like I said, Tom Brady turned out to be what Tom Brady turned out to be. I had a very similar story to Shedeur because people are like, well, if he was that good, why didn't he go to a D1 school? Well, with my grades, I couldn't have got into JUCO. Only place I could get into because there was no, you didn't have to have the same standardized testing grade to get into a Division II school as you did a Division I. Because my year, Ocho, 1986, it would have it. That was the first year of Prop 48.
Yeah.
So you had to make 700. Remember I told you my credit score by 4?
Yeah.
That was also my SAT score by 4. Now they give you 100 to put your name on the thing. I don't know. I might have got that wrong. You know what I'm saying, Joe? I might have left the E off. I might have left the E off for my own name. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Joe. Hey, don't hold me to that now. Don't hold me.
I'm laughing with you because I was a Prop 48 when I went to college too. I didn't have my ACT score. And it was challenging, bro. We took the ACT. We didn't take the SAT. We took the ACT.
And back then, Ocho, I played a game that Friday night, and then my sister drive me to Georgia Southern to take that test. Man, they passing out them tests, and I'm looking at all those students, they writing. I'm just sitting there like, I don't know nothing on here.
Listen, you know what's funny? Listen, I ain't even got no business laughing. I don't even have no business laughing because you got to understand. I had my red flags and my character issues going into the league because of my reason for bouncing around from school to school. You got to understand. I graduated from Beach High. Hell, I ain't even graduated from goddamn high school on time. My grade was so bad. Listen, Joe, don't laugh, Joe. I swear for God. Listen, we family. We family. We can talk now. We can talk. We family.
I got you.
My dream was I wanted to go to FAMU. So I'm coming out of high school. I told my grandma, I said, Mama, I want to go down to FAMU right there in Tallahassee. My grandma said, listen, baby, it ain't looking good for you. It's not looking good for you. I'm going to give you options on where you might be able to go, but it definitely ain't going to be FAMU. I ended up at Langston University, NAIA school. Obviously, I'm sure we have some people in the chat from Oklahoma. Ended up at Langston University. Get there the first semester. I get thrown out for fighting, Joe. I get thrown out for fighting. Man, I never forget. Rest his soul. Dr. Ernest Holloway, rest in peace. Shipped me back to Miami. I come to my grandma. I told my grandma what happened. Look, my roommate stole my Pell Grant money. My grandma say, listen, baby, I've done all I can with you. I washed my hands. I got to send you to your mama out there in LA. Let me see what she could do with you. That's how I ended up at Santa Monica College, 1997 with Steve Smith. Boom. That's 2 years down. So I played with Steve that first year. Lo and behold, here I go again. Not going to class. I'm thinking, my skill set is gonna get me through the door. Man, and people don't play that. They don't play that out there in Santa Monica. Oh no. Hey Joe, I'm ineligible the third year. So I got to sit out the third year. So that's 3 years down. I'm at Southwest doing classes. I'm at West LA doing classes, and I'm doing classes at Santa Monica just to get my grades together so I could play in 1999. That's 4 years. I go out there, I get my stuff together. I have 1-for-1 scholarship. I had 2 schools offer me a full ride, 1-for-1. San Diego State Aztecs and Coach Dennis Erickson. He was at Oregon State. Man, Joe, I squeezed through the crack. I got the Oregon State, man. All I needed, Joe, I just needed to be on the big stage just to show them folks I could play football. That's it.
Yeah.
Once I got to Oregon State, man, I was there 4 months. I ain't go to nan class. I ain't go to no classes. I already
know what it was.
Yeah, this is my last shot. My singular focus was straight football. Hey, Joe, I showed out at Oregon State that little 4 months I had. Yeah. And I got drafted in the second round despite all my issues and all my troubles, all my off the field stuff. I ain't looked back since.
Hey, they asked me, they say, well, Shannon, your grades, what the rest of them? I say, these ain't looking too good, and the ones that's coming tomorrow ain't gonna look much better. So I don't know, Charlie. Ocho, I don't know what y'all hoping for, but this is all I got for you.
Hey,
That's it.
Hey,
Listen,
my freshman year, hey, look, my freshman year in college, Ocho and Unc, I was Prop 48, so I couldn't play the first semester.
Right.
Yeah.
As a freshman, I can go to the games. I got to sit in the stands. I got to watch the dude. I got to watch my homies grind out there. You know what I mean? I can't compete. I'm like, so it built up a fire in me. So when I did get eligible, I just took it out on everybody in the SEC,
Right.
bro. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Sometimes when things get delayed a little bit, you know, you can muster up some fire to continue. You can muster up some fire that when you get out there, you can let them know what's up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
so
for sure.
that's why when it goes back to Shedeur, man, you know, wherever he goes, bro, I'm sure he'll be happy. And hopefully he wore that chip, man. He let them know what's up. You know, get back in that lab.
You're absolutely right.
And the funny thing about it too, Unc, wherever Shedeur comes, wherever he goes, I love the saying, it's not where you get drafted, it's what you do once you get there. And I understand the competitor. I understand the competitor that he is. And wherever he goes, wherever he goes, if it's a team that doesn't have one of the elite superstar quarterbacks, his competitive nature is going to kick in. And there's a chance that he can beat those quarterbacks out, despite whatever odds or collusion they have against Dad. When he gets a chance, he's going to show him. I know that. Just the competitor in him, he's not going to hold his head. He's not going to let it down. He just wants that opportunity. And once they open that door and he closed it behind him, after they playing the game they played these past 2 days, man, child, please.
Man.
Yeah, like I said, Ocho, I went through something very similar, and I just remember having a conversation with my brother who came in there that night when I didn't go in the first 3 rounds, and I say, Spank, I went to the East-West Shrine game. I went to the Blue Gray. I went to the Combine. I said, man, them guys that they drafted ain't better than me. I say, they not better than me, Spank. I say, I saw them. I see all of them. I say, I went to the East-West Shrine game, and I was the best receiver there. I said, I said, all I want is an opportunity. Give me a helmet and some shoulder pads. And hey, whoever comes, hey, I'm gonna throw all y'all ass in the water. Whoever swim back to shore, that's who get it.
Yeah, I like that.
That's it.
And what about the reports? What about the reports? Now, this has happened. Multiple players have done this. He didn't throw at the combine.
Yeah, but he threw at his pro day. Yeah, there have been a lot of guys that don't throw because I want to throw the guys that's familiar with me. I'm familiar with them because it's not like they're gonna bring a guy. You're not gonna bring a guy in on a Sunday and he hadn't thrown to those guys. So I want to see how I know how my guys run routes. They know how I throw the ball. Boom, it's a perfect marriage because I want everybody to look good. And possibly, Ocho, there might be some guys, if I don't throw on my pro day, if I don't throw, guess what? The scouts are not going to come to see them because everybody's not going to be a first or second round pick. Might be some guys get picked up as a free agent. So I want to cast them in a good light.
Yeah.
I just look, it's tough and nothing. When you're going through something, people say you're going to be all right. Hey, at that point in time, Ocho, you ain't really trying to hear that because you can't see. All I can see was what's in front of me. Because it takes a special type of a person to see beyond their circumstances. All I can see is right here.
No.
Not where I wish to be, not where I'm going to be. Right. Because that's why a lot of people make decisions based on where they are currently, not where they wish to be. It's tough. It's tough. And I heard what you said, and and like I said, I heard people say, well, I mean, he's extremely confident, but his game doesn't match the confidence. Coach Prime, whatever. Look, and I don't know if anybody that's selected now was even in the NFL or selected or in a position when Prime was there. So I don't know how I wouldn't, guys. I don't want to make this team's gonna. Ocho, you and I played this game. We've covered this game and we've been around this game a long time. These teams gonna do what the hell they want to do.
Okay,
now they done told y'all ain't gonna make us have. have this guy at quarterback or have this guy as a coach. We
Right.
gonna do what the F we want to do.
Right.
They're gonna select who they want to select, and they believe that, hey, we believe the guy, and they'll tell you, we believe Dylan Brooks is better than Shedeur. We believe Jackson Dart. We believe Shook. We believe Milroe. We believe their upside is better than Shedeur. How do we prove that it's not? I mean, Dylan Gabriel did had like 150. I mean, he got what, 16, 17,000 yards. He got 130, 140 plus touchdowns. I don't know, but I'm just saying. It's I don't know what Chat. I'm at a loss. I normally would be able to give you a good excuse or a good reason. I don't like to use the word excuse. I would like to give you a reason why I think a person or a player slid. I have some intel, red flag, even though I wouldn't tell you exactly, but I would, hint around and then I'll let you deduce it for yourself. Ocho, I don't got nothing. I don't got nothing. It's not about grades. He doesn't have a pre-existing condition. He doesn't have, the character issue that he has, he's extremely confident. He believes in himself, which is, I think, one of the most important things you can have as an athlete is confidence, a belief in you. Because if you don't believe in you, who the hell else will, Joe?
Yeah.
Nobody. You always got to believe in yourself, man, utmost.
All those days when I was training alone, wasn't nobody there. No coaches saw it. No other players. I did this. I believed in me. I believed that I was preparing for something greater. Even though the circumstances that I was in currently, look, and I mean, it should tell you something. Yes, his dad gave him great opportunity, great coaches. He was with Brady and he had a throwing coach, whatever the case may be. Isn't that what parents supposed to do? Put their kids in the best situation so they can succeed. So why would if I had the opportunity to put my kids in a situation that I think will enhance them or help them succeed, nah, I'm not going to do that. I want you to get it out the mud like I did. What kind of sense does that make?
None at all.
Man.
So listen, if you don't need 2020 vision, and those in the chat, even if you don't like Shedeur, those in the chat, even if you don't like Prime, if you have common sense and you've been watching and seeing what's going on, you know what it is at this point. You know exactly what it is. I mean, it doesn't need to be said. Even if you feel the players that have gotten drafted before, if you feel the players that have gotten drafted before Shedeur at the quarterback position, even if you feel they're better, even if you do, you still know what it is. And if you don't, you're just purposely being naive based on a personal vendetta that you might have against, the Sanders family. This has never, ever, 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 ever been done. Ever been done.
I've never seen it.
And people saying he's not good and he can't play at the next level. Like stop, man. Stop. Quarterback is one of the hardest positions to find, which is why some teams haven't had success in eons. But all of a sudden, come on now. Come on.
Shedeur even got prank called by someone pretending to be from an NFL team and said, have to wait a little longer. Man, whoever did this, man, y'all some clowns, bro.
Out of pocket. Man.
I don't even know why you would do that. At that moment, guys on edge and you're just hoping that you get a call. That's the call you're really hoping that you get.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to get it as early as you possibly can, but and then somebody play it on the phone. Really, guys? Come on, man. Sean Payton says he's very surprised Shedeur hasn't been drafted yet. There'll be this chip on his shoulder. And beware, because this guy is going to play in this league. Shedeur is in good spirits after not getting drafted in day 2. God don't make mistakes. I got faith in God no matter what.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Check this out. Tyler Shook was Justin Herbert's backup. He's 8 days older than Trevor Lawrence. Was a freshman at Oregon with Bowl. He turns 26 when the season starts, and he's had 3 seasons that ended in injury. So now you talk about, Ocho, remember I said, does he have an injury history? Does he have red flags that we don't know about?
Right.
Here's a guy that's about to be 26. had seasons in 3 different occasions with an injury. All I'm saying, y'all chat, take and do with that whatever you like. I think it's right. I think we have to, Ocho and I, when we talk sports or we have to give you context. It says, okay, this guy went here. Because I'm trying to explain, well, Shannon, maybe he has a pre-existing condition. Maybe there's a character issue off the field. Maybe he has some kind of a problem. We don't know. But we know one guy is about to be 26. I don't know about you, Ocho, but when I got drafted, I was 22.
True. I don't even know how old I was.
I was 22. As a matter of fact, I got drafted in April. I was 21 when I got drafted. I turned 22 in June. This guy's about to turn 26. There's nothing we can do. We can just talk about it and then hope Shedeur makes the best of it. Joe, let me ask you this. What do you think? What's the equivalent of something like this happening in the NBA? Do you know a player that was rated extremely high and not only did he fall out of supposed to be a lottery pick, maybe a top 5 lottery pick, slid all the way out of the first round, slid all the way out of the second round because they only have 2 rounds in the NBA and ended up having to become a NBA free agent?
The one person I can really remember is probably Rashard Lewis, him sitting in the green room, because that to the draft, and I think he was probably the last one in the green room, and I think he thought he was going lottery, and I think he ended up going in the second round.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough, bro. Like, I couldn't imagine that. Like, it's already anxiety, from being in there. They told me I was going to be a top 10 pick, Unc and Ocho. So I was invited to the green room. I'm sitting in there. Look, even though, people done made promises and all that, but I'm like, man, you never know, bro. You never,
right.
You know what I mean? So, but it was definitely a surreal feeling, getting drafted, getting a chance to shake David Stern's hand. Just a memorable moment for me. And man, I remember it like it was yesterday, bro. But yeah, outside of Rashad, I don't really know nobody who's kind of got left back there like that, but it's got to be a tough feeling. You know what I mean? And look, Rashad had a great career from that, bro. He probably still wears that chip on his shoulder to this day.
You're probably right. When you look at Thurman Thomas ended up falling asleep. He thought he was going to be a first round pick. He goes in the second round. Thurman's in the Hall of Fame. He won the MVP in I think 91. So yeah, but a precipitous fall like this, I can't recall it
ever. Yeah.
Ocho, before we get into our first topic, something happened yesterday, and you wanted an opportunity to respond, so the floor is yours.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, Cam has some stuff to say, and I had to think about it, and I had to listen to it and think about some stuff that was brought up from 2 years ago where I said, Cam, you my mans, and I'm coming for your spot. Now, I'm not sure how that's taken as hate when all you have to do is understand that I'm saying I'm coming for your spot because I see you as the standard that is setting the bar in that specific space. Mm-hmm. So you took that as an insult, which is weird to me. I'm not sure how you can do that. But if you check the numbers, what I said I was going to do, I've already done and surpassed that in this specific space. Now, he asked me to come join them, to do something with them. And I told him, okay, you got to check with my people. You got to reach out to my people who, when it was time for me to work with you, what did I ask you to do? Reach out to who?
I talked to Doug.
You talked to Doug. So boom, we did, like that. Right. That's the way I handle business. I don't run nothing through me. So I guess that was seen as a sign of disrespect because I chose to come over here with you. Boom. Okay. Now, we brought up the issue with he talking about money and bags and how much you pay guest feature, how much we pay our guest features. Buddy, I ain't no guest feature. Boy, I'm the main attraction. What is you talking about? I always been the main attraction. There's a difference. In your lane, you do what you do. I'm in completely different lanes and completely different rooms from you, despite me always playing around and joking. It's different. For one, you wouldn't have been able to afford me to begin with. Let's start there. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I think because I do everything in an entertaining, fun, laughing way, you kind of forget and don't really understand what's being done over here and how special what we have is. And that's no disrespect to them, because I like they show. I love It Is What It Is, because it's different than what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Their views, they got some high ones, but it's mainly about going at people and jigging at people, you know? Over here, it's about having fun, entertaining, and the stories.
Yeah.
Completely different. Two different shows. I love them though.
Yeah.
Then, you know, Cam, he's a Harlem dude. I've been to Harlem. My face is clean in Harlem. Most of the time, those that I know from Harlem, you know, they don't act like that. You're getting a little emotional for nothing, especially about stuff.
That allegedly happened 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and it was a sign of respect, because I see you as the standard of what it is to be the best at in this space.
Right.
Then the Stephen A thing. You talk about weird and I don't like you, don't like my vibes. Listen, for one, the whole world know I'm joking and trolling. It's a funny story that wasn't even true to begin with, and you took that serious. So then now you're getting personal with the words and the talking. I post my location where I'm at every day. What you tell me to stop doing? Stop catching rides from the airport, right?
Yep.
Everybody know where I am every single day, no matter what city I travel to. I'm outside all the time. If it was really an issue, or you really didn't like me, and it was a problem, I'm easy to find, especially in Miami. If I'm not mistaken, you be here. Y'all film here, if I'm not mistaken. I show everybody respect, I show everybody love. What's one problem that you've always gotten on me about doing a show like this? I don't do enough what? When it comes to talk about players.
Yeah, you don't critique enough.
I don't critique enough, because I'm always showing love. I'm always showing respect, no matter what. I never get out of line with nobody.
Right.
But the words that were displayed as if it's a personal issue. Now, if it's a personal issue, which I've never had with anybody, because I always show everybody love and respect, I'm easy to find because I'm outside. Always. In Harlem too. That's your stomping grounds, right? I be at Ricardo's all the time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be in New York Monday, and I'm gonna be at Ricardo's at 5 o'clock, to be exact. But it's always love. No, never disrespect. And that's it. And I love you. And I love you, unless you want to go another route.
The way I look at it, Ocho, I think you explained too much. You did what you did. You don't represent yourself. Most people, that's why you hire representation. If you didn't want representation, you could have done it on yourself. And yeah, you could save 3, 5, 10%, but you chose to have a representative that funnels everything through. I reached out to Doug because I knew Doug was your representative. I didn't reach out to you first. I reached out to Doug. I said, hey man, what's up with Ocho? Where I want to run something by Ocho. Funny, Ocho in town. Hey, can we meet at the Palm? And such and such a time. You showed up. I made the pitch to you. You say, Unc, I'm good. I said, well, don't even worry about the money. I trust you. So that's how we handle that. I don't, like I said, look, people like, man, you don't, I say, bro, y'all got to know when Ocho's serious and y'all got to know when Ocho joking. Y'all don't seem to know which is which. So that's on y'all. I know when he's joking. I know when he's being serious. But for me, Ocho, and we had this conversation and you hit me up yesterday. I say, for me, I just let it rock. Yeah. I felt just then you explained too much.
Yeah. But listen. Sometimes you got to clear the air, right? You got to clear the air, because then you have an issue, right?
Well, he could have called you, Ocho. If that was the case, if he had an issue with you, he could have reached out the phone and he could have called you.
That's how I know it wasn't an issue. It wasn't no issue for real. You have a show to do. He has a show to do. He has a show to do, Unc, and I understand that. But the disrespect. You don't have to like me. I don't care about that part. Get in line. It's a lot of them.
Right.
But the disrespect like that, and then you got the wrong people hearing it, and it's ruffling feathers. It really shouldn't be ruffling, because I don't move like that. Never have.
But I think the thing
but anyway,
is,
and then hold on.
look.
Oh, and this is another thing.
What?
Hold on. Then talk about the money and the pocket watching. I have a question. Do they understand how many jobs I have? I'm just curious.
No.
I got 11 jobs. Then you being slick at the mouth, talk about if you need a job, I ain't hiring no more. This me. What did you talk? What are we talking about? There's levels to everything. You in one lane. I got about 11 of them. There's a difference. But because I play around and have fun with it, for some reason you think we on the same level. It ain't never been that. Even when you was in your prime, there's a difference.
I'm
humble.
See, I am glad. But see, when everybody was coming for you like, baby, I tried to tell you. They was gonna come for you.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I was your enforcer, right?
You know, I just let that ish go.
I said I was your enforcer. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just addressing what was addressed towards me in a respectful way. In a respectful way, still.
Right.
As a small reminder.
For me, Ocho, the reason why I stopped and I said I'm not going back and forth with nobody, and there have been a couple of guys still taking shots. They got too much money at stake. Say it again one more time. We got too much money at stake. Too much money at stake. And as Master P and Gilly say, if you ain't careful, they'll trick you out your spot. They're not finna get me out this spot.
No, that ain't even happen, because
that ain't gonna happen. So I wish, whatever issue y'all may or may not have, I don't know anything about this. All I know is that Ocho, you and I, we do Nightcap, we do what we do, and we keep it moving. We don't talk about anybody else on their podcast, no matter what they say about us, no matter what they do, whatever their numbers are, whatever their views, whatever their downloads, whatever advertising or sponsorship they have. Congratulations. Because what I know, 80% of the money that's in circulation was printed in 2020 moving forward. So guess what? If the government runs out of money, they'll print more. There's enough for everybody that choose to do this. Nightcap, all the smoke, the pivot, it is what it is. Whomever, podcast P, whomever have a podcast, there ain't no reason for us to be beefing. Joe Rogan ain't beefing with Call Her Daddy. They're not beefing with Caleb. They're not beefing with Theo Vaughn. But I don't know why we got issues.
I know. Listen, we don't have no issues. But
I'm saying, why we got to address it?
Listen, you listen. This is what you
call
have to
you.
Listen. Wait, listen to me. This is what you got. This is what you got to do. You know, if somebody says something, then it's our right to respond.
It is.
Listen to me. Let me finish now. In a respectful way. In a respectful way, there's a misunderstanding. Because for one, like I said, what was said in that tweet out 2 years ago, it was a sign of respect. Boy, I'm coming for your spot because I see you as that boy.
You should have addressed it then. Why address it now?
Because it's good. It's good. It's not a bad thing, you know? But again, I always show love and respect to everybody. Always. Now, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me. And if there is an issue, I post everywhere I'm at, and we'll never change that. Everywhere.
Well, can we move on now? Because I think we've given them 17 minutes too much of our time.
No, wait a minute. That's what it's about. It's what it's about. It is what it is. You know, we love what they do. I love what they do. You feel me? It's a funny show. Them boys funny. You know, we got our own thing. We do our thing in our lane. Like you say, it's enough room for everybody. We ain't finna let nobody trick us out our spot.
No,
especially about that money. Because I got 11 kids to raise. And I got a goddamn new house I got to decorate. Now, where we at?
We good?
Huh?
We good? We done with this topic. We done with this. So chat, don't jump in there and say, but did you see what he said? I don't care. They can talk about me all they want to. Hey, Ocho, hopefully Ocho is done with this. They come to say, he said what he said. Ocho responded. Hopefully we can move on. But for me, I ain't got no issue with nobody. I like I said, I refuse to go back and forth. I don't see really a need to, whether or not they like us or like me or dislike Ocho or whatever the case may be. I wish you guys nothing but the best. But I do know there's enough room for everybody to get a piece of this pie. And so that's the way I'm going to approach it. So I wish you guys the best.
Hold on. Come on with that humble shit. There's enough room for everybody to get a piece of the pie. But you know who's going to get the bigger piece?
Man.
Huh?
Like, Ocho, let's
There's
move on.
enough room for the pie, but you know who's going to get the bigger piece?
Shedeur shines in his first preseason game, 11 of 19, 103 yards passing, 2 TDs. You know Coach Prime was fired up. Yes, Lord. Yes, Shedeur Sanders. Oh, yeah, what now, Coach Prime? God is good. Shout out to Cocoa Butter Brothers for sending us this video. LeBron James even weighed in. That young king looking good out there. Shedeur Sanders, keep going up, head down, and grind, and head high to the most high. Jordan Schultz, text from a high-ranking AFC North executive on the Browns rookie. Shedeur Sanders, it's early, but wow, actually shocked how good he looks. Nike football, when you get your opportunity, create the next one. Only matter of time.
Yeah.
Ocho.
Yeah.
We could pick 2 plays, Ocho. Well, damn, he missed the Sam Strong safety blitz where he had a guy ride over to the flat on 2nd and 18 and he skipped the ball to him. But you saw that over route that Brock Purdy throws so well in the San Francisco offense. You see him fit the ball into those small windows. Yeah. Did you see him on the move throw that touch pass? Now, the receiver made a great one-handed catch, but did you see the touch?
Yes.
So, take off. You go ahead.
Listen, I wanted to see what Shedeur would look like in a situation that wasn't advantageous to him. He didn't get any reps. As many reps as he should to prepare himself, to be prepared for a game like this of this magnitude. Dylan Brooks hurt. Kenny Pickett hurt. Joe Flacco not playing. So the card that he was dealt to go into this game, can you be a leader of men? Can you go in calm, show a presence of leadership, run the team, command the team, show that regardless of who's around you, you can still conduct yourself like quarterback one. He was calm, under pressure, went through his progressions, made some great throws, had some errant throws. You know, obviously that's what film is for. That's what the preseason is for. To fix the nooks and the crannies, to get him out. He looked like he belonged, He looked different.
He did.
And Andrew Berry, you made the right call. Mm-hmm. There's a reason that you wanted him. There's no reason he should have dropped as far as he did. You cannot tell me, as any scout of those 32 teams that didn't need a starting quarterback, but those that needed a quarterback and were in need of one, watch film on Shedeur Sanders and what he did at Jackson State and what he did at Colorado and say, you know what? No, that's not my guy. The quote you just read from the scout in the AFC North, if you watch film, what did you expect him to look like?
Mm-hmm.
He looked exactly like he looked in Colorado. He looked exactly like he looked at Jackson State. Calm under pressure, in the pocket, going through progressions, making the right throws. That's what we expected to see.
What they expected to see and what some hope to see might be 2 entirely different things.
Talk to me now.
Now, hope. Man, I sure hope this happens, man. Versus expect to see what I wanted to see. Mm-hmm. I wanted to see exactly what you wanted to see. I wanted to see, could he play with poise? Could he throw the ball with conviction? Could he be decisive? Could he go through his progressions? Mm-hmm. The pocket collapses. Could he take off? He showed me some of everything. Mm-hmm. The over route. Threw it on timing. Guy in his face, led him, boom, dropped it right in the bucket. He fit those balls. Hey, Pressure in his face, the second touchdown. Pressure in his face, the first touchdown. The corner slumps off, the flat. The safety is hugging him. He fits it in. Gets it in. Boom. On the move, the touch pass over the top. As I mentioned at the top, the receiver did make a great play. But Shedeur had a nice loft. That's not an easy throw to make. He was impressive tonight.
Very.
And a lot of people, they were in the chat last night. Let's see what Shedeur does. Let's see what Shedeur does. Well.
Oh, hold on, Unc. You know what they're going to say now? Oh, it's the preseason. Oh, he's not playing against their starters. Oh, he's playing against the
Hell, he didn't have the starters either.
Well, hello?
I didn't see Jerry Jeudy. I didn't see Njoku. I didn't see the starting offensive line.
No Cedric Tillman. So this is what I have to say to those who are going to have another excuse. They're going to move the goalposts, right? They're going to move the goalposts and say, well, he wasn't going against the Panther starters. Well, obviously, if he's not going against the Panther starters, or if he doesn't have his starters as well, and what he has at his disposal and look that good with the 2s and 3s and maybe the 4s that are trying to make the team, what do you think is going to happen when he has the main characters in there around him?
Right.
That makes your job a little bit easier. That are a little bit better at their position than those that he's playing with tonight. What you think gonna happen?
Well, they can try to move the goalpost, but I ain't trying to kick a field goal or PAT, so I'm gonna score anyway. And Shedeur Sanders scored tonight. I'm gonna give credit where it's due. 14-23, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception. He got 2 sacks. Like I said, we can nitpick a couple of things. It's a strong safety, the Sam strong safety blitz. Probably like, you know what? But it looked like he was telling the guy, bro, I need you to hook up on that. You're probably not going to be able to outrun the safety. Lamar Jackson, hold on to the ball a little longer because he can outrun the safety. Josh Allen, same thing. That's not Shedeur. Shedeur is not a mobile quarterback. He's going to do the majority of his damage is going to be in the pocket, Ocho. He's Tom Brady. I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, but he has the athleticism. That's not what he's known for. Go ahead, Ocho.
But this is the thing. What he lacks in athleticism and inability to get out the pocket, he has great pocket presence, huh? Being able to move and being able to not telegraph, but understand when that clock is ticking and when it's time to get up out of there.
Right.
He can move extremely well within the pocket without having to take sacks. What about the third down, huh? The third down when he scrambled, the D-line ran a stunt. He was able to get outside of it.
You know what I like the most? He saw the stunt and took off immediately.
Yes.
That's what I like, Ocho. That's what I like. Oh, y'all. I don't know who's supposed to go first and who's supposed to. I don't know who's supposed to E or who's supposed to T, and I don't know who's supposed to T and who's supposed to E. But I tell you what, I'm gone.
I'm gone. Yeah.
Y'all. I tell you what, y'all figure it out in film study tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'm about to pick up I'm about to pick up the first down. He's played himself. He might have started after 4, but after this performance, he can't be number 4. Because here's the thing, Ocho.
How? It's
Mike
impossible.
Shanahan told us something very, very interesting. He says, you can lose your job because of injury. Because let me tell you what's going to happen.
Yeah.
If you get injured and you're out and a guy comes in and he's playing better than you before you got injured, it's his job now. Ask yourself, was Dylan Gabriel, before he got hurt, was he playing better than what you saw Shedeur Sanders do tonight? Kenny Pickett, ask yourself this question. Was he playing better than what Shedeur Shedeur played tonight?
Yeah.
If you're going to honestly answer those questions, okay.
Right. And the thing about it, what people need to understand, for those that are in the chat, it's one thing to have joint practices. It's one thing to practice against yourself and look good against your players.
Yes.
Everything is scripted, Unc. Everything is scripted, even defensively in those joint practices at time, because there's certain things they want to work on defensively and there's certain things that you want to work on offensively. When you get into the game, nothing is shared from team to team.
No.
So it's a green light and everything going as if it's a real game. You're working your scheme, your game plan, and all you have to do is execute it in its simplest form. As simple as preseason games are from an offensive perspective in the way the plays are called. And he did that tonight to a hell of a job. One hell of a job tonight. And this is just something to continue to build off of. Clean up. There were some mistakes. Obviously, there are going to always be mistakes and things you can get better at. Yeah. And as you continue to see different looks, you're not going to get many looks. Obviously, it's the preseason. Everything you see defensively will be very vanilla, cover two. Sometimes you might throw in, man.
Don't count the plays, Ocho. Make the plays count.
Yeah. Oh, and listen, he made him count tonight, Unc.
That's what you have to do when you're a low round draft pick, Ocho. Me being no bark. Being a low round draft pick, Ocho, you're not going to get the plays that a high round draft pick's going to get.
No.
So don't go out there thinking that. But when it's your time, shine.
Yes. You got to.
When it's your time, shine. And hey, you say, I don't count time, I make time count. Well, I didn't count plays. As my brother used to say, hey, I know you ain't get that many reps, keep your head up. Because one day John Elway going to call for you. He going to look for you. You need to make sure you're ready. You need to make sure you're where you're supposed to be.
Right.
Shedeur didn't get a whole lot of reps. But when opportunity presents itself, that's what luck is. It's when preparation meets opportunity. Amundsen said some call it luck.
I'm glad you just said what you just said. You just said Shedeur didn't get as many reps as he should have in practice. But he got into a game, and what did he do, Unc?
Right. But the reps that he did get in practice, he made those count. Because a lot of times, I've seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, Ocho. I've seen guys, man, I ain't getting no burn, man. I can't.
Right.
And then when you get out there, you effing up.
You fucking up. Yeah. My bad.
Shedeur says, hey, these 1 or 2 reps I might get with the threes and fours.
Right.
I got to make these counts. This has got to be my best work of the day.
Yeah.
Because you know why, Ocho? It might be my only work of the day.
Yeah.
So if it's my only, it's got to be my best. Because this is the only time they're going to see me on tape. They see me standing behind and, hey, I'm being positive. Hey, good throw, a good catch, good run, good job offensive line, good play call, coach. But at the end of the day, I need to get an opportunity to show you what I can do. And when the opportunity presents itself, that's what luck is. Preparation meeting opportunity.
Yeah.
Amundsen said some call it luck.
Hey, listen, I'm happy for Young Bull. I'm happy for Young Bull. This is one of the few times, I can't think of the last time that everyone was excited about wanting to watch a Cleveland Browns game.
Did you see all them people in the stands with the 12 and with the signs? Did you see all that, Ocho?
A Cleveland Browns game.
On the road. Cleveland don't travel like that, trust me. I was in the same division with them jokers.
Yes,
and guess what? We used to play them.
Same.
They didn't travel like that.
Yeah.
And they ain't got no reason to travel because they've been bad a long time.
Yeah. So listen, tonight we saw a very small sample size. We saw a very small sample size of what Shedeur Sanders can look like. The fact that he played with the twos, with the threes, maybe against twos and threes. But again,
for sure.
I say this to say that. What happens when he's with the ones having to run that same offense?
Right. And you guess what? And you go and you game plan. I'm just calling plays arbitrarily, Ocho.
That's it. That's all they doing tonight.
I'm not game planning because we normally game plan game 3. Right. We go back and now the coaches go back and they look at what they did last season and we script a game plan that's going to be what we think we're going to see on first down, second down, third and short, third and long, down and distance area of the field. First and goal, second and goal, third and goal. Now we're calling plays, not just to arbitrarily call plays. We're calling plays with a purpose, for a purpose. And eventually they're going to get to that. But I was impressed. Look, I understand it's the preseason. Yeah. But for someone that didn't get as many reps, made the reps that he did get, he made them count in practice. And when he got his opportunity, when the opportunity presented itself, he took full advantage. Tom Brady, the opportunity presented itself.
What you say, when the rubber meet the what?
When the rubber meet the road, man. And so Shedeur, he should be proud of himself. Yes. Him being who he is, raised how he was raised. You're supposed to say reared. I guess you raise livestock and animals, but anyway, being raised how he was raised. He's not going to get too high, Ocho, because guess what? Even keel.
You got to stay even keel. You know why? Because not only you having to deal with the noise on the outside, that's one thing. But now you got to deal with the noise on the inside, especially with the owner coming out just last week saying that wasn't my pick.
Yeah,
that wasn't my pick. That's not who I wanted.
Thank you, Mr. Haslam. How you doing, Mr. Haslam?
Make sure Andrew Berry gets all the credit. Like you said, Brother Haslam, don't smile. Don't say anything start with an S.
He said.
Don't even say shh. The audacity.
And don't you say itch.
The nerve, the gall. I'm appalled.
Well, I'm a David.
I'm going to say it one more time. And this is for everybody in the chat. Even if you don't like Shedeur, even if you don't like him, how do you watch film, college film on Shedeur Sanders and every other quarterback that went before him and see what all of them have done and say, you know what? No, I'm going to pass up on him. That's not the guy I want.
Right.
New Orleans Saints, Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know what other teams that were in need of a quarterback. How do you do it? I'm just asking from a person that played the game of football and understanding. I have an eye. I played the game for a very long time at a very high level. I'm not saying I'm a scout, but I know what it's supposed to look like in situations that are not advantageous for you. I just saw a young fella win at Jackson State, turn a Colorado program around that won one game, regardless of what his record was in its totality, 23-12, whatever it may have been. I know what he can do when you got the right pieces around him.
Mm-hmm.
I know what he can do. He's a winner, regardless of what situation you put him in, and he showed it yet again tonight,
mm-hmm.
with his back up against the wall.
Yeah. He just has the demeanor to be a quarterback. Nothing seems to impact him. He doesn't get too high. He doesn't get too low. He has the utmost confidence in himself, and most the good ones really do. No matter how bad, and we've seen it. No matter how bad it might be going, the really good ones, you know, if it's late in the ball game, they got a chance to beat you.
Yeah.
And Shedeur's in the situation where it's like doesn't make any excuses, and he always says the right thing. Listen. It's not as easy as you think to always say the right thing because you're dealing with the human element of it.
Mm-hmm.
The human element of it.
Yeah.
No matter how much you have, no matter how little you have, no matter how good you've been, no matter how bad you've been, you're dealing with the human element of it. And people have emotions. People have feelings. And so sometimes when people lash out and say things like, damn, man, you know, you take the amount of time, but he hears what's being written about him.
Absolutely.
He hears, he sees. If he doesn't, he's getting word, it's getting back to him.
Uh-huh.
But I just love the way the man, he kept his head down, closed off his ears, and just did what he was supposed to do. He went to work.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to approach it. Don't get mad. I ain't trying to prove y'all wrong. I'm trying to prove me right. And in the process of proving me right, I'll prove you wrong. It was a great job. It was his first outing. Like I said, those throws. It was it wasn't so. It was the throws that he made. Ocho, go back and take a look at that overball, and we see Brock Purdy throw 3 or 4 of those a game to Ayuk. He used to hit Debo on those plays. Kittle on the over. Look at how he threw that ball. The timing of it.
Do you understand the anticipatory skills you have to have as a quarterback with pressure coming at you? There was one overthrow he couldn't even see.
Yeah.
Because on the replay, we couldn't even see him. We just saw the ball come out. So he's anticipating where the receiver was going to be, and he just made the throw and put it only where the receiver could catch it.
Yep. That first touchdown.
People understand. When people saw tonight, I don't think they understand how difficult the game is. I don't think they understand how difficult the game is. But he made it look like he's been doing it for a very long time. It's his first time. It's his first time in an NFL game. But he's used to it. Chad, look at his mannerisms. Look how he walked on the first down. Okay, he almost did the watch celebration. He said, you know what, I'm looking at the time, but it ain't time yet. And just everything about him in being quarterback number one, just the way he carried himself. He was ready for the moment. No matter what they did, no matter what they said, just put me in a situation, just hand me the cards. Give me the hand. And I'm going to play it. And he did that just exactly how he should tonight. The hand he was dealt, he played the hand very well. And it's only going to get better from here. It doesn't go backwards. You don't digress. I'm excited. And this is coming from a Bengal fan. I'm excited for the Browns to finally maybe have the answer at the quarterback position after trying 35 times over the years. You know, man, listen, man, I can go on and on about this, but go ahead, you got it.
I think the thing is, the biggest thing that an athlete can have is the ability to believe that he belongs, he or she belongs.
Mm-hmm.
I was a 7th round draft pick. Shedeur was a 5. There was 12 rounds. When I was a 7th, there were 7 rounds. He's a 5th.
Yeah.
But there is not one point in time that I didn't feel I belonged on that field. Because I saw a lot of these guys at the bowl games. I saw these guys at Combine, and I read about them.
Yeah.
And I remember calling my brother at the East-West Triangle. I said, these dudes not better than me. They're not better than me. I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
I remember going to the Combine. And man, I ain't, he's like, what you think you read? I say, probably 4.6, 4.7. I say, but they're not better than me. They might be faster than me, but they're not better than me. I belong in the NFL. And when I went to Denver, all those guys that went before me, I'm like, ain't no way. I remember asking myself, how in the hell did you get drafted before me?
Yeah.
I said, but don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. I said, it won't be long.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be. It was like the cat when a girl used to say, boy, the cat got his tail caught in the washing machine. You know what he said, Ocho? He said, it won't be long now. He said, she didn't know what he was talking about. His tail wouldn't be long anymore, or it wouldn't be long for it all be over.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And when we put the pads on, Ocho, first, I'll never forget, because, the rookies, we went to camp before the vets. Mm-hmm. So we would go like a couple of days before the vets. So we would already be practicing.
Right.
In Denver before we headed up to Greeley.
Right.
I saw them. They was nervous, Ocho, like a long-tailed dog with a porch full of rocking chairs. If somebody leaned back and go be able to take Ocho, you know what I'm talking about now. Mm-hmm. I saw they were nervous. I said, oh, yeah. That's all I need to see. Just a little fear. Just a little fear in a man's eyes. Because that's my greatest ability.
Yes.
Another man's fear.
Yeah. I like it. And listen, I know we've been talking about Shedeur, but listen, remember what I told you about the Panthers, right?
Yes.
Chat, remember what I told you about the Panthers? If there's a dark, chat, stay with me real quick. If there's a dark horse team that I believe in this year that is going to creep up and maybe make it run into the playoffs, I said it would be the Panthers. They didn't look bad. Bryce Young didn't look bad. Jalen Coker went crazy tonight. T-Mac, the rookie from Arizona, looked good tonight. I know Xavier Leggett got thrown out, getting into a little tussle. Listen, I love the passion. It's just preseason. That's fixable. But again, look how the Panthers look early in the game. For those, I know everybody tuned in to watch Shedeur, but I'm telling you right now, and I said it first, someone that's not much of a Panther fan, didn't play for the organization, they owe me nothing. I'm telling you, the dark horse team for this season, the Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young, and that receiving core. I'm telling you, watch.
Ocho, I ain't never been that hot in a preseason game.
No?
The tussle?
Oh, yeah.
Hell no.
They were going at it, huh? They were going at it.
I don't really got no tussle in practice. Bro, because I'll tell you what Dan Reed's going to say, you fighting, that means we ain't working hard enough. Mike Shanahan say the same thing.
Right.
We ain't working hard enough. Bro, it ain't like it is now, bro. Them 2.5 hour practice, man, please. With pads, and you had on pads. Let me take that back, Ocho. You have on, what they call shells with shoulder pads and shorts.
Right.
It's not shells like they call it now. Basically, got those little fitted styrofoam stuff on. That was not shells when I got in the 90s. Right. Shells with shoulder pads and shorts.
Shorts, yeah.
And we hit. We hit back then. 907 was live.
Live, yep.
Team was a solid thud up. Mm-hmm. It wasn't no touch the guy on his like a two-hand touch. Oh no. You put shoulders on him. You put pads on him.
Yeah, you better come to balance and be ready.
I remember Dennis Smith, we call him Kahuna, and Atwater. Man, they come down in that box. Boy, we had thumpers back then.
Oh, yeah.
Man, please.
Hey, Atwater ain't played, boy.
No.
Atwater coming down here now.
And Atwater wasn't the thumper like Dennis Smith. Kahuna was the thumper. Number 49.
Whoa. More than Atwater?
Yes, Lord. Ocho, I saw that joke, at 205, 210, I saw him sit lineman sit linemen on their ass. They pulling, he ain't never go low.
Right.
He putting that shoulder in their chest and sit them down.
At 210?
At 210.
Dang.
He hit, go back, if y'all can find it, go back and check the tape. He hit Roosevelt Potts.
Uh-huh.
They both ran. Potts come through the hole. He hit him.
He was out cold?
Marion Butts. Hey, if you a Charger fan, you know who, because back then, Ocho, they had a big running back. They had big Marion Butts. They had Rod Bernstein. They had they had Joe Caravello, big Joe Cox. I mean, the tight ends were like 300 pounds. Offensive line, mammoth offensive line.
Yeah.
Kahuna run through them. Go back and look at that play. It was Dennis Smith he hit Marion Butts and he hit Roosevelt Potts.
Yeah. Hey, you know who else was a thumper too? Remember Donovan Darius?
Yeah, I played against Double D at Jacksonville. But that was back in the 90s. You had Chuck Cecil. You had Mark Carrier from Chicago.
Yeah.
Boy, back then, it wasn't nothing defenseless about that. They said, you got helmet and shoulder pads. What the hell you thought was going to happen? You come across the middle.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get that work.
What?
You're going to get that work.
Rodney Harrison.
Oh, Rod coming with all forearm every time.
Hey, I say, hey, bro, hey, say, hey, Sharp, just stay on my knees. I say, hey, gotcha. But boy, we definitely tried to hit each other in the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a hard playing joker. Ocho, the biggest story, I know it's football, but the biggest story that we've had in a very, very long time, Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier were arrested by the FBI in separate gambling probes this morning. Ooh. Billups' arrest is related to an illegal poker games tied to the Mafia, according to ABC News.
Whoa. Tied to the who?
The Mafia. If Red collect, the Bonanno, the Genovese, the Colombo, and the Lucchese's.
Ooh.
But anyway, assistant coach Tiago Splitter will take over for Billups as Portland's new interim coach. Okay. Rozier is accused of being part of a gambling ring that used inside information to make illegal wagers. Mm-hmm. According to ABC, Rozier and Billups are just two of the names arrested in a wide-ranging probe called Operation Royal Flush. They need to stop. That started 4 years ago. 2 indictments have 34 defendants listed. The indictment alleges that Rozier told associates he was going to take himself out of games during the first quarter on March 23rd of 2023 against the Pelicans so others could bet the under prop bets. This information was sold to others so they could also profit. There was a $259,000 that was wagered on Rozier by a group of people with inside information, according to the indictment. Rozier played under 10 minutes in the game. Billups took part in a rigged poker game in Manhattan, according to the FBI. How do you rig a poker game? Well, Ocho, they had X-ray machines built in the tables. So when you lay the cards face down, I can see what your hold cards are. So now I can play. Contact lenses through glass that read marked cards. So you know, that's an ace. That's a this. That's a that. Secret cameras in card trades. Billups is also alleged to have provided insider information on the Trailblazers injury while team was tanking at the end of 2023 season. Former NBA player Damon Jones was also arrested. Jones sold information on the Lakers game so others could bet on it. According to the indictment, Jones is a close friend of LeBron James, who did not play in the game in question. The Lakers were named in the investigation during the press conference. Each defendant in the NBA gambling case has been charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering.
Hey, Unc, man, listen, man, boy, this is big, Unc. This is huge. This is
ginormous.
Listen, this is like an episode of Law and Order. You hear me? One, okay, I understand the gambling part. But what grabs my attention is the fact that the mafia is still prevalent in today's society. Now,
what do you think they win?
Wait, hold on.
It's New York.
Listen, I know they ain't never went nowhere, right? But they're never visible. Their presence, as opposed to the 70s and 80s.
That's what the real mob does. They're not flashy.
Yeah.
But they have reputable businesses.
Yes.
They have trucking and they have cement companies and they have delivery services. Mm-hmm. So they have legitimate businesses to hide behind the other things. See, and people ask, this is why the NFL and the NBA puts out all injury reports. Okay. So therefore, because if they didn't put it out, and guess what? People know I can get parts of that information. And what it looked like that what happened in the Damon Jones situation, he gave them the information before it came out. So they bet before everybody else knew LeBron James was a scratch. They had already got the money. So now the line is going to come down, but they already got in on the other. It's just, Ocho, let me tell you a story.
Go ahead. Wait. Let me get comfortable now because your stories be good.
Okay, go ahead. This is why I stopped going. We used to have the same thing. We had play craps. Yeah. Go every Monday night. We would go. At first, it was just guys on the team. Yes, and sir. A former player that everybody knew. I knew him a long time. Yes, sir. And so we would go over there. We would roll dice. Everybody, amongst friends, we lend somebody money. The thing was, I wouldn't lend you money so you can bet against me. What I look like giving you $1,000 and then you gonna fade me? Right. You gonna fade me with my own money? No, that's not gonna happen. But anyway, okay. They started letting other people come in. Strangers. Other people came in because we didn't care. Hey, at first we used to have like 10 packs of dice. And sometimes, you get hot on the dice, you keep the dice for like 5-10 minutes, and you put the dice in your pocket. So, hey, man, these are my special dice. I don't want nobody else to touch these. Right. Well, lo and behold, they start letting other people come in. I'm like, man, who is you? Man, I know such and such. Oh, Lord. Move out for this. Hold on. Don't tell me they came in there with some damn trick dice, huh? Man, they came in there with them crooks, which are loaded dice. And the thing was, Ocho, the hardest points on the dice to hit is 10 and 4 because there's only two ways you can make it. Yes, sir. You can make it 5-5 or you can make it 6-4. Yeah. The same thing with 4. You get 3-1 or you get 2-2. You get flowers or you get little Joe Kokomo. So that's it. Man, that joker throw them dice, it rolled 10. So everybody go jump on that 10. You ain't finna hit that 10. 10 right. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know, Chad, if y'all ever gambled before, but if you want to break up a dice game, hit 10 or 4. I done saw cards done exchange hands. I done saw a lot of ish happen with 10 or 4. Come on now. But anyway, he came out, he hit 10. So everybody jump on it. Hey, Unc jump on it with both feet too. You ain't finna hit that. Right. So he took a cool 200 off me, Yeah. Like, damn. I said, let me come back. He rolled a 4. Ooh, back to back? He rolled a 10. He kicked the 10. And then he came back? Ocho, the end was hitting it out the door. So I say, what the? So I only go over there with like 2,000, 2,500. Right. He broke the dice game up, hit for about 30. What? 30 what? 30 bad. Because you got to realize, it's like 15, 20 of us in there. We all NFL players. So we all got bread. Or guys would go to the ATM and get money and come back. Oh, hey, Unc, y'all should have known something was up, man. Ocho, didn't know. So I told my homeboy, Burns, he had gone out of town. Because at the time, Michelle was in Virginia. So bye week, not a bye week, but he would go home. So he would leave that Monday, go home, stay Monday night, come back Tuesday. Because a lot of times we didn't have pray. We win. We didn't have no meeting. We didn't have anything. Just get back Wednesday. Right. As a matter of fact, he was catching the red eye, get home early Monday morning. But anyway, I told him, I said, man, Brian, you ain't gonna believe this. I said, dude broke the game up. He said, what? He said, what he was hitting? I said, dude, we had a dude named Reggie Hayward. He broke the game up. He had the dice for like an hour. I ain't never seen nobody get that hot, but it was legit. He had the dice for an hour. Every point on the dice he hit, he was 7 out the door. You hit, that 4-5, he was talking about born in 54, died in 63. What's my point? 9. Yeah. I hit it. Yeah. What Jesse James carried? 45. Bam. Hey, he rolled 4. Emmitt Smith, voila, out the door. Stayed on the dice for an hour. I said, Burns, old boy, 10-4, had the dice just like that.
Yeah.
The next week, the guy house that he was at, he was rolling dice. Had $2,000 out there. Everybody had it.
Mm.
He crapped out. He picked the dice up and threw them. They split open.
Uh-oh.
Now you can see where the weight was. So I don't hear about this till the next. So this was on Monday.
Yeah.
They start calling me, man, Sharpe, you ain't gonna believe this. I said, what? Man, boy had crooks. I said, he had to weigh the dice? Like, yeah, man. What you think we should do? I said, I don't know what y'all gonna do. I ain't gonna do nothing because I'm gonna go to jail. So I said, look, I'm done. From that point on, I said, I'm done. I told Burns, I said, Burns, if you want to go, he's like, you ain't going, I ain't going.
Right.
But anyway, and look here. I started to get the dude that vouched for him, and I knew him. But we've been cool. You vouch for him. You vouch for him. You got to cover him. But anyway, dude done brought a brand new Maxima, kitted it out. First, new gear. That's what stopped me from doing the house game.
Right.
First of all, it's got to be like us.
It got to be us. Yeah. No outside.
It's all. I ain't talking about no homeboy. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry, Ocho. Your homeboy can't play.
Right.
Everybody, me, you, XYZ, we NFL player, boo. I believe we're gonna be on the up and up. But somebody come to the game, they know it's in it, money gonna be there, they're gonna come in and cheat.
Yeah.
The card game, the same thing. That's what happened with the online poker.
Yeah.
Guys had the online poker. He had the it's what they call it. But anyway, they could see your cards.
Right. Hey, that's crazy. Technology is so advanced. Listen, the part that scared me, I understand Chauncey in trouble. I understand Damon Jones in trouble. I understand Terry Rozier. For one, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking the position that I'm in.
But you don't believe you're risking it.
Huh?
Think about it. A lot of this stuff happened in 23. It's 25. Ocho, what criminal make a score and said, I'm done, I quit?
Well, you can't, but you understand when the FBI get a hold of you now, the FBI, they watch you for
they don't let it run. They got to wait till they get you, Ocho. Yeah. I can't get you with one charge. Because you a first timer, you're going to get off. I got to get you deep. I got to make sure the hook is set.
Yeah, it got to build up. It got to build up. This is scary.
You know how to fish, right? You got to set the hook because if you don't set it right, a big one going to get away.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But this the part that scared me, though, right? Like understanding, okay, I understand the gambling part. It's the part about being part of the mafia, being entangled into it. Man, listen, that's a no-no for me right there off back. I done seen in Sopranos, yeah?
Yes.
I done seen Goodfellas. I know it's a depiction of a fictional story maybe, but that's real life.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about extortment. I'm thinking about once you tied into them, man, that's you.
Now you got a point, Shade. Now you got to feed them information. It's what I hate most. Look, and I know, listen, I know Chauncey Billups since he was in high school. He went to G-Dub in Denver, Colorado, which was about a mile from where I was staying. I used to stay in the Breakers. Anybody from Denver know exactly where the Breakers are on Mississippi and where G-Dub is. There's a car wash, used to be a Sterling car wash right across the street. Chauncey Billups went to G-Dub. He was sensational. 3-time Mr. Basketball, all-state, so we get that. And so I feel bad for Chauncey, and I hope this is what they suggest. But my thing is, and I hope this is just, but Damon Jones, everybody knows what LeBron goes through to try to make sure he has no stain, because what did they put in the paper? They put LeBron James. This man has done everything he possibly could to keep his nose clean, to make sure he doesn't have the people. Look, Maverick, he grew up with. Rich, he met at a very young age. Randy, he grew up with. So he's insulated himself. LeBron don't have a whole lot of close friends. You see him, you're going to always see Randy. Randy's his chief of staff. Rich is his agent, obviously. Maverick handles all the other business inquiries. You put this man on the spot because it's a legend that you sold information that LeBron is not going to play before it became public knowledge. And they say they have a text message or something between the two. I just hate.
And obviously the funny thing about that, LeBron doesn't know. I mean, them exchanging message, him letting them know, that's like me texting you, Unc, hey, Unc, we finna play the Raiders, but I'm not playing. Like that's no harm, no foul on LeBron's part because he had no idea what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but the one thing, and what I was talking about them dealing with the mafia, understanding these people have no regard for life.
No.
Once you in business with them, that means you got to always.
Once they got them hooks in you.
I need all the answers. I need who's playing, who's coming out, what's the score line gonna be, and what happened when you get it wrong. What happened when you mess up? What happened when you place a bet or you give them certain information and it doesn't come out the way it should, and they lose money.
Well, all of a sudden you say he's not gonna play, then all of a sudden he plays. He'll game time and he end up playing.
Hold on. What about this? Once you in with them like that, what about, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to
do it no more. And it's reported that he got $2,500. So on a $50,000 bet, I think it was a $50,000 bet. Wasn't it a $50,000 bet? How much was it? It was over $100,000. They gave you $2,500. Now, what? Hold on. They ain't even give you 10%. They gave you 2%. What the hell I'm gonna do with that? Two. Hey, Ocho.
Yeah.
If it's $2 billion, I'll take 10. I'll take 2%. But not no damn 100,000.
Nah, absolutely not.
Man.
Absolutely not. Hey, listen. I understand the gambling part, right? And the gambling part to me, because I've been in that lifestyle. I don't gamble. Y'all know my cheap ass don't gamble. I'm saying I've just been in that world for so long and seen so many people gamble.
Yes.
The past 30 years. The part that has me stunned and is amazed is, boy, you dealing with the mafia. Mm-hmm. Like I think people just like letting it go, and they
real.
Damon Jones, Chauncey, and goddamn Terry Rozier is the only one that's on the goddamn news. Well, where's everybody else? What are the other 30?
There ain't no names.
People?
I got to get 31? The big name. Ocho, let me ask you a question. When the last time you see somebody post a fish that was this big? They post the trophy fish.
Yeah.
They're the trophies.
Yeah. So now you lose your job, you lose your career, but you know they still gonna be making their money, huh?
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna.
You know it's not gonna stop. No, absolutely not.
Bro, look here. And I used to gamble. I did. I mean, I used to come to Vegas and gamble. I gamble on the plane. We play. We used to play Tunk, and we used to play in between.
Yeah.
Pots get up to $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000.
Oh, American money?
Yes.
Man, boy, y'all tripping, man.
Man, I took a car for a guy. I felt bad for him because I know if he had to go home, he gonna get a divorce. he had a resto, a Chevelle 454.
Right.
Black. Beautiful.
You took the pink slip?
I said, man, give me $3,000. Call it a day.
Y'all were betting card, pink slips?
Hey, he got in the hole. And that's what happens, Ocho.
He was in the hole.
Hold on. There was a story out here about a dude named, I think his name was Jeffrey Watanabe. Lost $204 million. Lost his family fortune. Read it. Go read about it. 204. Go read about it.
Hey, chat.
His name was Terrence. I think his name was Terrence Watanabe.
Hey, chat. Somebody send that to my Instagrams or my Twitter, please. I got to read that. How do you lose? Did you see the movie The Gambler?
Yes.
Mark Wahlberg?
Yes.
Like, I didn't know people had issues like that where they're addicted to gambling.
Like, how do you lose? Gambling? Yeah. Alcohol, drugs? Yes. Oh, it's an addiction. It's endorphins. It's a high. It's a rush.
How do you lose $250,000? You go to the shark and ask for more money.
Hold on. Read that aloud. Say what it was, Ash. $240.
240 million?
Yes.
At what point do you say stop? Or what point do you say no? Unc, I lose $20, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, he was up. But see, here's the thing, Ocho. Same thing. There was a guy named Arnie at the Binions. He was up 50 million, lost it all back. He had every $5,000 chip that was in the hotel. The hotel used to have, the casino used to have to come to his room and get the chips because he had them all. He lost it all.
I don't understand. I can't grasp the concept. I understand gambling. Listen, I really can't talk now, because I just started playing a little blackjack myself. Every time I go to Vegas, I don't go to Vegas often, but I go to the blackjack table. You know how much I spend? I take $200 out the ATM. I pay the $25 hands.
Yeah.
When that $200 gone, man, I'm hurting. And it's only $200. And now you saying these extraordinary numbers. How the hell you lose $240 million?
Because when you get down, you try to get it back. Because let me tell you how it happens. Okay, I lose 50. Hey, I lose 50. I'm gonna bet 100 to try to get it back. Now I'm down 150. So guess what I got to do, Ocho? I'm gonna bet 200 because I'm gonna get all three. I'm gonna get the two hands that I lost, and I'm gonna be plus 50. And before you know it, now you betting 25, 50, 100,000 a hand. Man. So how long will it take you? Because if you go on a rush, you go on a run, you could bet. Hey, go back and look. I think it was the MGM. Kerry, what was his daddy name? Packard. He was an Australian billionaire. Go read about what he did to the MGM and how he wrecked their quarterly reports.
He wrecked it?
Yes.
What he won? He went on a run?
He won, yes.
Big time? But in order to win big time, you gotta lose a lot, though.
That was serving him, she was bringing him, his smoothies or water, whatever it was.
Right.
Go get your mortgage. I'm gonna pay it off for you.
Oh, he was talking spicy.
He did it. Kerry Packard is yeah. Yes. The MGM. Read about it. Oh, I know all the stories.
Hey, listen, gambling is an addiction, huh?
Absolutely, it is.
And listen, a lot of people say, "Oh, stop acting naive." See, there's certain things that I don't know about. There's certain things that I don't know about because it never sparked my interest. That's not something that I it ain't like soccer. I can talk about boxing. I can talk about tennis, but gambling, hell, my
what you call them?
I just started playing blackjack this year.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was a whale. Those are what they call whales. What was the guy used to be a penthouse? What was the guy on penthouse? He was in the wheelchair.
Oh, damn! I forgot his name. I met him one time. He owned Hustler.
Yes.
Damn, I forgot his name. I met him in L.A.
He passed away. He was a whale. Larry Flint. Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Flint. That's right. Mr. Flint. Yep. But
Ocho, the thing is that look, I played a couple of hands, and
Hey, how much you would bet? No, I don't mean to be in your business, but for better context.
Tell you a story, Ocho. We was at the Rio. We was at the Rio.
Okay.
And it was me, 7, 30, 53, and Crockpot. It was us.
Yeah.
So we was playing. So I had like 25,000 on me. John was playing. So I had, I won, and he was playing. So he get a card, he split. So he split them. Then it was another of the same cards. He split that. He had about 6 cards that were split, and then he ended up doubling down. We had like 40,000 on the table. And the dealer bust. He took all mine, because if the dealer would have hit, all my little 25,000 was gone. He was like, "Give me your money." I'm like, whoa, hold on. You talking about give you my money? What kind of bull job is this? We won. But it's Ocho ain't nothing like it. It's nothing like sitting there, you play $5,000 or $10,000 a hand, and then you get blackjack. Or you get what gets scary, Ocho. What gets scary, Ocho, is that when you get a double down hand and you got 5,000 or you got 10,000 on the wood.
Yeah. Now, when you got a double down hand, you got 10,000 on the wood. What that mean? You double your money?
You double it, so you got to put 10,000, 10 more with it.
Nah, man.
Double it, or you split it. You got to put 10. Guess what happens, Ocho? You get a double down hand.
Yeah.
You get a split. You get a split hand. So say you get a pair of 8s or a pair of 9s against a 7 or below.
Yeah.
You're gonna split them. Now you get a 2 or a 3. Now you doubling that. So now that's 20,000. Now you get this hand, you get a split, you get a double. Now you double that. 20, 20, 30, 40. That's 40,000 on the wood.
Yeah, it ain't worth it. Hey, you hear me? It ain't worth it because I'm thinking about the loss. I'm thinking about the loss.
But you can't think like that. So you can't go to the table because you can't look at the chips as money. You look at them as objects. The moment you look at them as money, get up from the table.
Hey, for one, unless you make the kind of revenue and you have disposable income, your ass shouldn't be gambling no way.
Yeah.
Unless you have disposable income. I don't care. NFL players, I don't care how much, I don't care if you got a $50, $80 million contract. Your ass shouldn't be at no goddamn crap table or playing blackjack or no rotisserie or none of that.
Yeah.
What's the one going in a circle again? What it's called?
That's roulette.
I'm talking about rotisserie. I'm talking about roulette.
That's a league. That's a gambling league. But anyway, I know what you meant. And plus, the new thing now is baccarat. Read the Phil Ivey story.
Phil Ivey famous. I know that name.
I know he a poker player.
I know his name.
But they went overseas. Him and a Chinese lady.
Yes, sir. What happened?
Read about that story.
It's good or bad?
It's bad. Well, he won, but they fought because the lady could count cards.
Oh,
you can see the imperfections. But Ocho, that gambling, man, Ocho, why you think people be watching these games? You think they really be liking these teams? Some people do. I got fantasy and I got real money. You messing up my parlay. That's why they call you the N-word. That's why because you suck. That's why they say you worse than Hitler. Bro, you lost me my money. What the?
Hey, if you can't stand to lose your money, you don't bet. You don't bet.
Well, you suck. Man, I'm telling you, Ocho.
Hell no. Hey, but that's fascinating. It's fascinating hearing the stories. Now, it's fascinating, but I can't put myself in position to put my money where I have no control over whether I win or lose. I don't want it. The house don't let you in. I done heard enough horror stories to stay away from it.
You got to be able to see the thing. The reason why the house wins so much, they can weather the storm. Because guess what, Ocho? If you start winning too much, they'll ask you to leave. Okay, that's enough, that's enough, Mr. Johnson. No, what? No, we think you've done enough for tonight. The question is, when you win, can you get up on your own and leave? Because they don't usher you to when you losing, they don't ask you to leave. Can you ask yourself to leave when you lose? Can you leave when you start to lose?
Man, listen.
This, Ocho, this is what happened. Excuse me. This is what happens in the gaming space.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, hey, can you imagine? How do you even? I'm still stuck on the mafia part because I understand how that can end. You put you're not just putting your life in jeopardy. You put the
everybody get close to you. They play for keeps now.
Hey, man, I ain't got who what? You know, there's a certain. Excuse me. We speaking of gambling. Now, excuse my lack of knowledge. I might be wrong. The greatest basketball player of all time.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Second greatest, but okay. Yeah, he a big gambler. Yes. Yes, he liked to play black. Yes.
Now, if now you see where I'm going. I'm trying not to say it without saying it because you lost someone very close to him.
Mm-hmm. But everybody know. But the thing is, there are a lot of people that lost because they sit next to him and feel they got to gamble as much as him. He the logo. He ain't got to play no more basketball, and he's still gonna get. He gonna get 300, 400 million, and he ain't dribbled. When the last time Michael Jordan dribbled a basketball?
No, but see, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Didn't he lose somebody closest to him?
Yes.
Based on so you get where I'm going with it?
Yes.
Okay. See,
that's what the reports believe that it had something to do with that.
Exactly, which is why I don't understand how Chauncey and Damon and Terry would even you part of who? Gambino who? Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Renato,
I'm good.
Lucchese,
I can't help you with none of that information. Because the minute it don't go right and you can't get to me, you're going to the next closest thing to me. I don't want that.
Mm-mm. So that's and reportedly the NBA investigated Terry Rozier and cleared him. That's the problem that you got.
Yeah.
They investigated him last year, Ocho. We briefly touched on this. And they cleared him. Now you see why the NFL, that's why you can't do it, Ocho.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? These gaming companies, they want to be able to bet with the NFL and MLB. So they're going to turn you in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They're going to turn you in.
Absolutely.
Because, hold on, wait a minute. He's just a guy. And why are we getting all these prop bets coming in on him? And he just, oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
They'll pull it off the board.
Man, please. Goddamn.
I look. In situations like this, Ocho, you got to just take your medicine and I hope it's not true. I don't really know. I don't really know anybody but Chauncey.
The FBI does not come and get you until they have enough evidence to convict you
of whatever crime. Well, I can hope, Ocho. Damn.
Hope the people in hell hope they can get some goddamn ice water. Is it coming? Absolutely not.
I'm hoping.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna hope with you.
I just, Ocho, I'm just saying, in a situation like this, you don't think, Ocho, you know how we're wired. Yeah. We think we're invincible.
Mm.
Because think about, Ocho, this was 2023 when this was going on. It's 25. Ocho, they don't forgot about that.
Oh, no, they don't forget about nothing now.
Yeah, Ocho, you remember your mama said, my grandma said, boy, I'm going to tear your tail up when you get home. About 2-3 hours go by. Oh, she done forgot about that.
Yeah.
The next day, she's shutting down on you. Wop. So, man, this is, they about to get real.
What, strict?
But that's the problem. That's why you see these fans when their team, man, what the first thing they say? Man, you messed up my parlay. You messed up my fantasy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not thinking about your fantasy. I'm thinking about I lost us the game.
Yeah, they worry about that
your
money.
Fantasy.
They worry about that money.
Yeah. Ocho in a stunner. Michigan has fired his head coach Sharon Moore. According to reports by Dan Weissel and Adam Schefter, Pete Thamel added that the fine will be for cause. Michigan athletic director Wardy Manuel said in a statement that Moore was fired after an internal investigation revealed credible evidence of an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, which is a violation of university policy. Moore took over the full-time job from Jim Harbaugh, who left to go to coach the Chargers in 2024 after the Wolverines won a national championship. Remember, he filled in a couple of games when Harbaugh was suspended. He was the offensive coordinator, and he was the interim head coach, and that's how he parlayed that into the job. Michigan knew about Moore's situation for a while and internally waited after the signing day period to take action, according to Josh Pate. Pate claims insiders have been expecting the job to come open for weeks, and now Michigan has likely already engaged in potential candidates. Ocho, Sharon Moore, it's alleged, it's being reported that someone was on the staff.
Yes.
Elevator to his executive assistant end up having a relationship with her. If I'm not mistaken, he has a wife. I think he has a couple of kids, 2, 3 kids. Uh, um, we saw a situation with Ime Udoka. We saw a situation with Mel Tucker. It's happened. I think Rick Pitino had a situation like that. I think Bobby Petrino had a situation like that. What are your thoughts, Ocho?
I mean,
Then I go to you, Joe.
you got to be careful. You got to be mindful. Obviously, at some point when you're in positions of power, you almost somewhat feel invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Taking advantage and abusing that power, that said power, for those that work with you or part of an entity that you're a part of, and you think you're safe.
Yeah.
Think you're safe. You take all the right steps, you do all the right measures to ensure your safety, and that individual does hoping everything they can to make sure to protect you and what you guys have going on. But for some reason, every time a situation like this does happen where you think nobody can be able to pull back the covers or the layers on what you have going on, it always gets it always gets out every time.
It
Because
does.
there's so many stories of these type of situations happening. It's sad that it's come to this. Wife, family, uh
Mm.
embarrassment that they have to deal
Yeah.
with. The young lady who's also a part of this, the embarrassment that her and her family are gonna have to deal with. And
Correct.
it kind of sucks. It sucks real bad on both ends for both parties that are involved.
Joe.
I don't think there's a way you can feel safe in a situation like this. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like looking over your shoulder every time, you know what I'm saying, you go to work or I mean, at some point, you know, maybe some guys don't get caught, but more times than not, man,
Yeah.
you know, it's a tough situation, bro. You gotta have the discipline. You gotta
You do.
lead by example. You know, you lead men, so you want to be an example to them, lead them the right way, and to have this, it's just unfortunate, bro.
I
It's
think the thing
unfortunate.
is that all the situations that you've heard, you never think a situation like this can happen to you, even though you're doing what you've heard about. Nah, this is gonna be different. She ain't like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna get out. Don't nobody
Yeah.
know but her and I. Blah blah blah. And I can imagine 6, 7 months ago, I went through something very similar. So I know what that storm is like.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And unless you've been in it, that's why when people say, this is what I would do, you don't know what you would do
Yeah.
until you in it.
Mm.
Until you in that pressure cooker, until you in the eye of the storm,
Yes, sir.
until you in Ocho, you and I have had a conversation.
Yes,
So
sir.
I know you know.
Hmm.
To be in that storm and to
Crazy.
know everybody know everything that you worked your entire life for,
Hmm.
you feel it like it's crumbling right before your eyes.
Gone.
Yeah.
And the only people that's gonna be there, the only is gonna be a select few. It's gonna be a select few. That's the hardest part. Um, I mean, everybody. Look, it's kind of it. Look, and I understand the situation, but if you're married and you engage in an inappropriate relationship, why would you do that? You married. And see, everybody always say, well, "Why would you do that? Why would you do that?" Well, if you thought you was gonna get caught, if you thought something was gonna go wrong, you wouldn't do it.
Right.
The same reason you speed. If you thought you was gonna get caught, you think you would speed? No. Unless you're a kleptomaniac, you're not gonna steal. You know,
Right.
klepto just can't help it. But some people don't. You don't shoplift. You don't steal stuff, and you think you'll get caught. That's why a lot of people, most robberies happen at when? At night. You got the veil of darkness because I don't want to get caught. I don't want to be seen. The same thing. Why you creep? Most times, when the creeping take place? At night.
Right.
Boy, college professor told me, say the night has 1,000 eyes.
Mm.
And on most night it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
Oh yeah, I'm writing that down, boy. That's a good one there, boy.
Damn.
Say the night has 1,000 eyes.
On most night it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
Ooh. Well, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to use that in conversation.
And then the other reports that came out that he was arrested and things that, some things escalated.
Damn.
That old hoo-ha, boy.
Hey,
It's undefeated.
yeah.
Hello.
Hey, it done
Think
made
about think about Samson and Delilah, David and Bathsheba.
made a fool of us all though, at some point,
Mm.
in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
I
One of
just
the
feel
most
I feel
powerful
sorry for the
things,
brother
wait, one of the
but I
most
know the
powerful
brother.
things on earth.
Boy, that's a hell. I would. There's some people I have. I don't hate anybody, but
Right.
there's a few people I really have a strong disliking for. I
Mm.
wouldn't wish what I went through on them.
Mm.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Boy, it was tough. Boy, it was some days that all I had was not you, Ocho, and Joe, my family. That was it.
Mm.
Nobody else was there. All the phone calls, the people used to call and, hey, how you doing? What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Stopped. I think that was besides that, yeah, it was embarrassing. But I think that was the toughest part. Is that people that you thought would always be in your corner, all of a sudden they weren't there.
Mm.
And I just remember my brother calling me every day, like, man, tell me a joke. Maybe like, hey, I know you got some story. Tell me
Yeah.
what Papa used to do in this situation. What would Papa say? What would Granny say? What would this? He was always trying to pick me up. He said, nah, bro. He called Shelly. How's he doing today, Shelly? He's like, he ain't doing good. He called. My sister called. Bucket called. I think the hardest thing was when Bucket called and he was crying. That was really the only time that I broke down because I'd never seen Bucket cry. I saw him cry one time when his brother got killed when we were in college. The only time I had seen Bucket cry. And when he cried, he broke down. Now I broke down. Man, I was like, bro. I said, homeboy, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I said, there are better days on the horizon. We just got to weather the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to stand it. Sharon, all I can tell you, bro, you got to stand in it. You got to, I remember Mary Porter used to always tell us, and I didn't really understand because I'd really never gone through anything. She said, boy, everybody, they're either entering the storm, they're in the storm, or they're coming out of the storm. There's only 3 phases. Everybody's doing something. You in it, you coming in it, you slap dab in the smack in the middle of it, or you leaving it.
Damn.
Damn.
Own it. Just damn. Someday you're like, man, am I gonna wake up? Is this a dream? Am I gonna wake up? Nah, bro, it's real. And that's what Sharon is thinking right now. I guarantee you. He's like, this is a dream. Is this real? This really happened? And just like that.
Blink of an eye.
Just like that. Everything that you worked a lifetime for. all these bricks that you what is that, Jenga? Where you put the brick, you try to pull one out and don't topple down, and you know. Start stacking all back over again. Ocho,
what's up, man?
Tom Brady said the quarterback position isn't as mentally developed as it was when he entered the league. I don't believe the quarterback position is mentally developed as it was when I entered the league 25 years ago. There was a premium on understanding defenses, on understanding matchups, on, I'd say, pre-snaps, reads, getting your team in and out of the right play. I felt the way to learn was play the position over a period of time. You truly give your team the best chance to win, to be a field general. I think you better have a mental advantage on the field, and I think sometimes there's more important than physical advantage. Ocho, do you agree with him?
Hey, do me a favor, Unc. You said a whole lot right there that Brady said. Break it down to me in our language.
He says there was a premium on understanding defenses. You had to understand what the defense was trying to do. So now you go out there and you're not just looking at your guy like, man, this quarters. Oh, this is covered this. He got help over here. So you needed to understand a pre-snap. You looking at the alignment. You looking at that triangle. Okay, I see what y'all trying to do. Okay. So he said, you guys need to have a pre-snap. You need to have an understanding of what's about to happen. Make sure you get your guys. Okay, do not run a play into a safety that you can't block. Okay, that's a negative play. So you just gave up a down for whatever reason. Flip it.
Right, I like that.
Audible out of it.
But listen, Tom Brady speaking from a standpoint of being number 12, a standpoint of having the power and the ability to be able to change plays. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, it's a few other quarterbacks that I can name. When they came to the line of scrimmage, no matter how much disguising you did, no matter how much bluffing you did based on down and distance, they already know from watching film, they know what the hell you're doing. They know what the hell you're doing. They know exactly where each player is going to be.
Yes.
Snap of the ball. Even if you wait late and wait till he snapped the ball and he still sees movement in front of him, because once they snap, they looking right downfield. Okay, if you was down in the box and you shoot back out, okay, this is what he already know what's coming. And you know every play you run, Chad, every offensive play you run, especially when it's a pass play, there's always somebody open. There's always somewhere to go with the ball. And it's all about being able to process information on what you see in front of you and knowing where to go with it very fast. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees were the best at it. They were the best.
Sometimes you got to look at what those guys put in. Because a lot of times guys now, there's more important thing than football. Football was the most important thing to Tom Brady. It was the most important thing to Peyton Manning. So there was no life outside of that. During the season, the most important thing was football. They didn't play video game. It wasn't no Call of Duty. It wasn't no Madden. It wasn't no doing all this. They got all the commercials done in the offseason. So everything that was focused was centered around, how can I become the best football player I possibly can? The question you ask yourself, is that what these quarterbacks today doing?
Yeah. And also, Unc, you have to give some of the quarterbacks today, also you have to give them a little grace. You have to give them a little grace because they're starting the game so young. They don't have the freedom to do some of the things that Tom Brady's mentioning. That takes time to develop, to even get to that point where you can recognize everything you're seeing and the coaches trust you. Peyton Manning was the coach.
Yeah.
Tom Brady was the coach.
But they know they put so much time in, though, Ocho.
Yeah. You're right. So listen, quarterbacks right now, they can't come up to the line of scrimmage and see something and be like, you know what? This ain't gonna work. We can't run that play. Sometimes I watch NFL games. Wait a minute. The defense shifted. The defensive line shifted to the right. Change it. Right, you running power stretch to the right into the teeth of the defense.
Right.
I think some quarterbacks don't have the freedom to be able to do that because their offensive coordinators don't trust them just yet because they're young.
No, you got to earn that. The only guy that had that kind of freedom early on was Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
They turned the keys over to Peyton.
Yeah.
Brady didn't even have that kind of leeway early in his career.
No.
He earned that trust. Drew earned that trust. Rodgers earned that trust. You have to earn that. And that doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't. Patrick Mahomes had to earn Andy's trust in order to be able to audible in and out of plays, change a play, things of that nature.
Yeah.
It's different now. Ocho, I came in the league, the quarterbacks called their own plays. It wasn't looking at no risk. They called their plays. John Elway called his plays.
Serious?
Yes. He called the game.
Damn.
Yes.
Wait, no offensive coordinator talking into
he might say what you like here.
Okay.
Hey, yes. Quarterbacks, the old guard, those guys. I came in the league. Quarterbacks were calling some of the quarterbacks, not all. Some of the quarterbacks were calling their own play. Yeah, he like
wave
get
him
out
off
my ear.
at the sideline.
Yeah, no, you gotta get out my ear. Get out of my ear. But it takes a lot. You have to put a lot of timing in.
Yeah.
And everybody. But like you said, you're talking about Brady running practice. He's running walkthroughs. He's running 7-on-7. He's running, 2 minute. He's running no huddle. Tom is doing those things. If you want a quarterback to have, you got to let him do it. You got to let him do it.
I got to tell this story. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble or not. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share this. I don't even care. I don't even care, Chad. I'm gonna tell you about why the New England Patriots were so goddamn good, huh? Everybody in the chat, I know you saw the beginning of Full Metal Jacket with the sergeant going off, cursing, and just he was on one in the beginning of the movie Full Metal Jacket. One day in practice, Bill O'Brien, obviously the offensive coordinator, calling the plays. We're in practice, and Bill radios in the play in Tom's ear. I'm in the huddle. I'm assuming maybe Tom didn't get it. So Tom's sitting there with his head down, and he does one of these.
Give me the play.
Give me the play again. And Bill must have said it again. He didn't hear it because the communication must have been off. And Tom looked back, give me the goddamn play. Bill, I gave you the fucking play already. I said it 2 fucking times. Without him fucking get it. What the fuck you want me to do? Jesus Christ, we in the middle of practice. We're in the middle of practice. And at that moment, I understood. This is why. This is why. The smallest things. That period we were doing where that one play didn't work and it didn't go right, we started the whole fucking period over.
Yeah.
We started the whole period over so we can get all the plays in succession and get it the right way.
Yep.
I'm like, what? What?
Yeah.
Bill over there with the whistle on his finger, twirling back and forth. Yeah. So I'm like, man, what are they running over here? No, it was unbelievable. No, there's so many stories. I can share that one. Some of the other ones it's a little too graphic. Dog.
We would go practices. The ball wouldn't touch the ground. Mike would come out there and says, I don't expect the ball to touch the ground.
For real?
Ball don't touch the ground.
Right.
Boy, look here. People, man, look here. Y'all, if y'all look, like I said, them 90s Broncos, you understand. Like, I understand why the Cowboys won in the 90s. I understand why the 49ers won in the 80s and the Steelers won. Because there's a level in which you practice at.
Yes.
Not that you get it right. You practice so you couldn't get it wrong.
That's a good one. That's exactly how.
That's how we were. And it was, you're so afraid to let the man next to you down. And he's so afraid to let you down. I'm not going to be the one to drop this ball. Nah, that ain't going to happen to me. Man, Ocho, bro, look here. I've never really been around Tom like in a game. Well, we played him. I played him twice. We played him In 2000, my first year back in Denver, we beat them, and then they came and Tom threw a touchdown pass with like 20 seconds to go in the ball game to beat us. But being around him and listening at him talk now, you understand why he's how he is.
Yeah.
You understand it. You understand. You understand it. Absolutely.
He's an animal. In film, in practice, once he's outside that building, completely different person.
Yes. I can relax now.
Completely different person. It got to the point where a few times I've always told people, seeing Tom Brady, seeing Peyton Manning, seeing him in front of a camera, hearing them talk, it does no justice because they have to put on a certain facade. They have to mask who they truly are, the fun side, the authentic Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. So nobody really knows who they are unless you know them personally.
Yes.
Some of the greatest, funniest dudes ever. And the fact that they have to remain a certain way once that camera's rolling, it's unfair. It's unfair to the world in general because you never get to see the real them. Everything you see is that political robot that says all the right things, that Patriot way. But outside of that, dog, Tom, you talk about funny, dog.
I used to hate Ocho. You know what I hate? If somebody mess up, everybody get punished. Nah, punish him. It's bad, Ocho. The man, don't laugh, man. Because, man, you out there running. I mean, somebody jump off sides or somebody do something, and we all got to run. Because their thought process was, if it happens in the game, he's not the only one that's going to get punished. We get punished as a unit.
Right.
Hold on. That might be happening. But I'm on the side, Ocho. If the offense, with Dan Reeves, if the offense jumped offside, even if you weren't in the game, you had to run.
Wait, even if you're not in the game?
Yes, if you're not even in practice, the offense had to run.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, listen. Hey, Dan, like one band, one sound, baby.
Yes.
One band, one sound.
Every time you jump offside, Ocho, you had to run a lap. Lap was around both football fields. So it's like, that's 400 yards. Man, why I had to run 3 one day, Ocho?
3? Somebody jumped off sides?
No, me. Me. Man, Lord have mercy. Dad, hey, boy, Dad was old school. You heard how people talk about Coach Landry and how those old school coaches was? That's what Dan was the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys under Coach Landry. So he brought Coach Landry's style. If you see Dan back when he first started coaching, he got a hat on, he got a shirt and tie, he got a suit on, just like Coach Landry. Now, he never really folded his arms like Coach Landry.
Right.
Because Dan called the plays. Coach Landry turned some of the play calling over. That was it. I think, people said that was some of the thing between him and Roger Staubach.
Right.
Because he didn't really want to let the reins go.
Okay.
But, oh, man, yeah. Oh, but I was like, damn. I don't know what it was, Ocho. Man, when you get tired, Ocho, you be thinking, I was like, damn, is it 1? Was it on 1? It was on 2.
But the ball right down your inside or to your...
Man, I ain't looking at no ball, man. I'm damn that ball.
One thing about it, boy. Hey, I never forget my coach, Coach Bud, Miami Lakes Optimist, 1988. Fatigue will make a fool of us all.
Yeah, it absolutely will. It absolutely will. But I remember that, man. All the running. And then, like, we have guys that make weight in training camp. They have to run 110s after practice. So we've been out there for 2 hours, Ocho, and you might have to run 10, you might have to run 12. Man, I run with the guys. Because especially if one of the guys is in my group, one of the tight ends.
Right.
Or we have to run after practice, so we might have to run 10, 12, 110s. I'm coasting. I'm cruising. They're like, pick it up what? For what? As long as I'm making.
So y'all team was different. When my team, obviously not me, but when we were overweight, it cost money a pound.
You still had to pay, but you had to run to get it up off you.
You got to pay and you got to run?
Yeah, you got to get up off you somehow.
Man, please.
I ain't never had no problem with no weight. I ain't never had, But I always set my weight because I wanted something to fight for. As I started to get older, Mike would say, 84, you sure you want to come in with this? I mean, you can come in a couple of pounds. I was like, nope, I want to come in with this right here. Because I'm going to come in and then, I'll come in at 232, 230-ish. By the time the first game starts, I'm going to be at 228. By the time the season ends, I'm going to be at 225. I already know, got it planned down to the T, tick, 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 just like this. Know what I'm going to eat. I know when I'm going to eat. I know how much I'm going to eat. Yeah. I know how much protein, carbohydrates, fats. I know all of that. But I just think that, that's just the discipline, what it takes, Ocho, to be the best.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was trying to be. I was trying to be the best. I don't know what somebody else was doing. All I can do is me versus me. I'm going to get everything I can out of this God-given talent. And then, hey, what he didn't give me, I can't complain. But he did give me discipline and hard and work ethic to get the most out of what I can do. Ocho, what do you think the most difficult position is for a rookie? Defensive position.
Oh, defensive back.
Yeah.
Defensive back. Oh, absolutely. Coming in from college, the speed of the game has changed. The players you got to go then, the players you got to go against are a little bit more polished than what you saw in college. Everybody's fast. Everybody's fast now. So really understanding who's in front of you, making sure you discipline your eyes, your technique.
Eye discipline.
Everything matters now once you get to that next level. I mean, listen, your coordinators can hide you sometimes, put the safety over top of you. I mean, listen, DB, the most difficult.
Well, hey, now when you got one-on-one, you ain't got no DB over the top of you. Because I'm assuming y'all did, hold on, I'm trying to think. Did y'all did one-on-ones every day, or y'all just did one-on-ones on Thursday?
Probably Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday were obviously open field day.
Yeah.
Thursday is red zone, so we'll do red zone one-on-ones on Thursdays. Friday, the combination of both. Practice only an hour on Fridays.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, it was. It's funny that I think about but that was I really truly felt that at practice is when I was getting better. Mm-hmm. Ocho, if I could be the guy that sees me every day, seen me every day for years, what chance that guy got in the game?
On Sunday, and none at all.
Zero.
None at all.
Bro, I don't even see you. Just so you know, I don't even see you. I all that you talking, okay? Got something for you. But that, man, I just, but you just understand people get to where they need to go doing different things, Ocho.
Yeah.
It was the end all be all.
Right.
Ocho, I had teammates, they had to go out Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. They got to.
Right.
They got to. They missing something. Something might happen and I ain't there to see it. Like, bro, how? How? Man, I got to get me I'm in the bed, Ocho. I'm in the bed at 10.
Yeah.
Hell, I was old way before my time. Hell, I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s to go to bed at 10.
Yeah. Yeah. We in the same boat in a sense, but you were here and I was out here. You was oh man.
It's the same way when I was in college. Ocho, when I was in college, I was a teenager. Ocho, I was to bed at 10:30. Sleep. Out.
Yeah.
Out. Man, my roommate would come in there and cut that light on.
Yeah, I understood early in college at Langston University, at Santa Monica, going out costs. It costs money. And I ain't spending no money. So it was easy for me not to go anywhere. And not going anywhere, gaming, my money I had to spend, it was spent on buying games. That was it. That's where my money went.
I mean, I didn't really watch no football games, Ocho. I would only watch a football game, a Monday night game, Ocho, if we weren't going to play that team during the season. If we're going to play that team during the season, I ain't watching it.
No?
Nope. because I didn't want to have a false sense. Because if they look bad, I didn't want to think, oh, we're going to run through them.
Run through them.
Or if
Okay.
they look good, I'm like, damn, we got our work cut out.
I got you.
But I've always been a guy that got in the, like I said, in college, I'm 10 o'clock. And don't be running out there because you know I was just reading a kid, I think 11-year-old kid in Houston just got shot again, Ocho, playing that knock knock ding ding thing.
Playing on people's porch?
Yeah. Ding dong ditch.
Yeah, man.
Just got man, Ocho. Guys in college, Ocho, boom, 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 boom. Beat on your door.
Knock on your dorm room door and running?
Yeah. Really, guys? Really?
Listen, I'm one. I agree. That was me. And listen, you talk about ding dong ditch. My condolences to the young bull that lost his life in Houston doing that. But I was doing that too back in the city. I'd never forget Scott Projects. Me and Snoop Menace. I don't know if you remember Marvin Menace.
Yeah, I heard of him. I don't know him.
Man, we was little kids, man, in the Scott Projects. Man, knock, 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 taking off. I remember them days. Oh, those some good days.
That was like my freshman year. When I got to be a sophomore,
yeah,
and I was the BMOC.
Right.
Don't do that.
What BMOC stand for?
Big man on campus.
Okay. Oh, you were that boy, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah. My sophomore year, and definitely my junior and senior year.
Oh yeah, you were that man.
Y'all know how Sharpe is, man.
Yeah.
But nah, Ocho. But I needed my rest. I done practiced my ass off. Coach Davis done had us out there for 2.5 hours. I done gone to study hall, did my homework. I'm out. Ocho, I got to get up at 7 in the morning. I got class at 8. So I got to get up, shower, put my clothes on, go to the cafeteria, eat breakfast.
Time out. You schedule your classes for early in the morning?
Oh, yeah. Boy, look here. Bill Davis say, look here, you ain't on no academic scholarship. You on a football scholarship. Boy, you couldn't have no class. The latest you could have a class. We had practice at 3. The absolute latest.
Right.
Coach Davis didn't want you to have a class afternoon. My class was 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. I go eat, 30 minutes to eat. Then I go get me a hour and a half nap. Get up, walk to practice. We had to walk to practice. We couldn't drive to practice.
Right.
Had to walk to practice, which was like maybe half a mile. Practice for 2.5 hours. Go to the cafeteria, eat, go shower, go do my homework. 10 o'clock, 10:30, lights out.
Boy, you better than me. I wouldn't. I get up early, but I ain't getting up to go to no class.
The only problem that Coach Davis, I love Coach Davis today. The only time he and I butted heads, 5 a.m. workouts.
Woo!
That's the only time I've ever told a coach, I ain't gonna do it.
5 a.m.
I'm not gonna do it.
But that's not the military. That's like Army. That's like, Nah, they tripping.
Man, you had the off-season workouts, Ocho, 5 o'clock. Me getting up early, Ocho, it just like ruined my day. I feel like I'm sluggish the rest of the day.
If you got to get up early?
Yeah, man. I hated it.
Right.
And plus, I had to get up my senior year before I went to Savannah State, Ocho. We did construction, we did landscaping, and I had to work in Savannah. Now, I lived in Glenville, which is 65 miles away. We got to be on the job at 6 a.m. So the guy picking me up at 4:30. I said, nah, man. I ain't doing that. I said, Coach, I can't do it, Coach. I said, Coach, I can't do it. I said, Coach, I can't do it. He said, damn, Holmes. He said, you the leader. I said, well, Coach, I'm going to have to leave from the bed. I'm going to leave from my dorm room. And that was, he didn't bother me because he know what I was there for. I was very specific when he came to recruit me at Savannah State. When he came to my house to sign me that morning, when I said, Coach, I called him and said, Coach, I want to sign with Savannah State. He said, I'm gonna put some clothes on. I'm coming right now. I said, Nah, Coach, you can come in the morning. I was very intentional about what I wanted.
Right.
Coach, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
What I can do is what I can do. Tom Brady says Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback in NFL history. Aaron, in his prime, to me, is the greatest passer of the football the league has ever seen. He could get the ball from point A to point B faster and more accurate than any player in NFL history. You agree?
Absolutely. And, if anything, you might want to throw Brett Favre in there too.
I don't think Brett was a great thrower of the football. When I think of great throwers of the football, I'm looking at a guy like Aaron Rodgers. I'm looking at a guy like Dan Marino. Danny.
Wait, you don't put, whoa. You don't put Brett in that conversation?
Not a great thrower of the football, no.
But I understand what he's saying when he talks about Aaron Rodgers, though.
The slots, the angles in which he can throw the ball from, the platforms.
Everything, every last one. From up here all the way down to the sidearm. It didn't matter. And he was accurate as hell.
Yes.
Accurate as hell.
Yes.
But then, obviously, and especially Aaron Rodgers' mechanics, his footwork, that's not teach.
You don't teach that.
You cannot. You
would never
teach that. He throwing off 1 foot. He going back because he has arm strength to do it. Mm-hmm. He has the arm strength to be able to get away with some of the stuff that he does. Anything Aaron Rodgers like when it comes to playing the quarterback position, you can teach it because he's the only one that can get away with it because he has the arm to go.
But to me, the greatest NFL season by a quarterback is Dan's season in '84.
Yeah, with the Dolphins. Yeah. Where he threw for 5,000.
He threw for 48 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. In that era, when you could knock hell out of the quarterback, you could knock hell out of receivers, and he did that, that's still the greatest that is Joe Burrow's season, his last year at LSU. That's what that would be the equivalent of. Right. You got to go and look. Like I said, back then, the defenses could punish the quarterback. I'm talking about annihilate them. There wasn't no, you hit him in the back, you hit him in his knees, you hit him below the waist, that was the greatest season. But I won't argue with Tom on this one. Aaron Rodgers, the way the platforms, the arm slots that which he could throw the ball from, and the accuracy in which he can throw from any angle on the field, he's second to none. I mean, he's gifted. He was gifted.
And the funny thing about it, a lot of people say, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers is trash." Like if you've watched the game of football when Aaron was in his prime at Green Bay, with Donald Driver, Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams, man.
Oh, he had Greg Jennings. James Johnson.
Yeah, boy, he could slang it, boy. He could slang it. Damn, just thinking about that.
The Eagles ride that defense 40-22 in Super Bowl 59. Everyone loves a comeback story. Saquon Barkley leads the Eagles there, but it was that defense and Jalen Hurts' arm and his legs that won this ball game 40-22. We've seen this before, Ocho. The last time the Chiefs lost in the Super Bowl, Tampa defense got after him. They couldn't run the football. They became one-dimensional, and they came one-dimensional again tonight. And the Eagles pinned their ears back. They got after Patrick Mahomes, forced a couple of turnovers, forced 3 turnovers, a pick 6, an interception right before the half, and that was the difference in the ball game. What did you like about what you saw from the Eagles in this dominating victory? Don't let the score fool you. 40-22, no. That was a dominating victory.
Yeah. Hey, listen, the game of football, especially in the Super Bowl, most of the time is one up front. It's one up front, it's one in the trenches. That's where everything starts at. The Eagles defense, Fangio didn't have to do any blitzing. He didn't have to do anything exotic except line up and rush the pass because the front four got the job done all night. I'm not sure what the center was doing. I'm not sure what the right tackle and the left tackle were doing all night for the Kansas City Chiefs. They played, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about them. I'm going to credit the Eagles defense.
The defense played phenomenal football. They tried to roll out. If you notice, not too many times did Patrick Mahomes just drop back. You notice how they rolled him to the left a little bit, rolled him to the right a little bit to kind of reset the pocket a little bit to give the offensive line a little help with Jalen Carter. Trying to nullify him a little bit, get him to reset his feet and have to start all the way back over, as opposed to just coming up field and bull rushing. They couldn't get nothing done. They weren't able to run the ball. Obviously, they made him one-dimensional, which is why the game turned out the way it did. Now, on the flip side of the ball, the Chiefs did a great job. The Chiefs did a great job in nullifying the run and not allowing Saquon Barkley to hit his head off the goalpost and being efficient in the run game, but they weren't able to stop the pass. Jalen Hurts, very good in the pass. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this might be one of the few games where he threw for over 200 yards, where they didn't have more rushing yards, and they actually won the goddamn game.
Well, the defense gave very good field position, Ocho. And when you look at it, the problem is that, they did a great job of stopping Saquon, but they couldn't get off the field on third down. You see, your job is not complete until you get off the field on third down. Now you had him on third down. Trent McDuffie, what did he do, Ocho? He got an unnecessary penalty. Now they go and get a touchdown. See, you got to be smart.
Yeah.
You can't put yourself in situations like that. Give the Eagles, and see the thing with Kansas City, they ran into the same thing, and I tweeted it earlier. This game has the exact feel of the Chiefs-Tampa. The Chiefs couldn't run the football. Okay, the Bucs says, we know y'all not going to run the football. Guess what? They play shell coverage, cover two. Well, you're not going to run the football. You got to. If a team is playing nickel, you got to run them out of it.
You got to.
They got small guys. They're playing a 4-2-5. You got to run them up out of it. And when their inability to try to even attempt to run, now Big Fangio says, okay, they walk right into the trap.
Yeah, most definitely. And I thought the game would have been a lot better. I thought it would have been a lot better, obviously, with the creativity and how special Mahomes is. But Mahomes was never able to be poised. He was never able to gain composure and be comfortable in the pocket the entire night. They had him running for his life, even with the tricks that they tried to do and getting him out the pocket, rolling him out a little bit. But what it did, it made him one-dimensional, especially with one side of the field. That's how the first interception happened. Because he lost vision of how you say the last name. I don't want to butcher it. He lost vision of where he was at because he was rolling that way. And obviously, when you're rolling that way, you're not staring at that side. You staring at what's coming towards you to where you can throw the ball. Didn't even see him coming. Interception goes the other way. The other way. The game was a very good game from all three phases for the Chiefs.
For the Eagles, you mean?
All offensive, defensive, obviously special teams as well, not giving up any big plays. There was some garbage time work from Mahomes and Worthy that really didn't affect the game in any way. But congratulations to the Eagles. And I think I'm gonna tell you why the Eagles won. It was the good luck kiss I gave Sirianni before the game started at the media day. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Ocho, normally what happens, if you go back and study the playoffs, when you get into the game and you lose, whatever your weakness was, it gets exacerbated. What was the Eagles' problem for the most part of the year? Pass protection.
Yeah, pass protection.
Now we got an opportunity to see it. The same thing that when they lost. Now, the last time they lost the Super Bowl, they lost to the Buccaneers. They went out and signed Joe Thuney. Now, if I'm the Chiefs, I'm gonna go get Trent Williams. I will overpay for him. Because I've got to get a left tackle. I've got to put Joe Thuney back at left guard.
Right.
I've got to do that because it does not matter how great you are. Look, this is what, if you look at this game, look at what the Eagles did and who they did it to. This is one of the most dominating performances that you're going to see. Yes, there have been other games. You go back and look at the 85 Bears. That was Tony Eason. You look at what we did. That was Kerry Collins. But when you look at what they did to a historically and generational and a transcendent quarterback, this is one of the most dominating performances that you're going to see. Kind of what like the Seahawks did to Peyton Manning. Kind of like what the Bucs did to Patrick Mahomes. They dominated it. I mean, it wasn't close. Yeah, you're going to look at like 40-22. But at one point in time, the game was 40-6. The game was 40-6. Yeah. And for all intents and purposes, the game was over at 24-0 at the half because the people are like, well, you saw what Tom Brady did. No. The difference was
That wasn't that goddamn Atlanta
No,
defense out there. That
bro,
happened.
one team had like 11 plays, the other team had 12 first downs. So I didn't see any semblance that there was something that they could do. You see, they come out and try to run the football, they ran it for a play, and then guess what? They go right back to throwing it.
Listen, I saw a stat. I think Tom Brady called it out. They hadn't gotten the first down. I think if I might be wrong, a mistake. You can correct me if I'm wrong. They didn't get a first down until damn near almost. Oh, they didn't pass the 50-yard line, Unc. The 50-yard line. Was it the whole first half and not until the third quarter? I'm like, well, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, it was. I mean, you got to give the Eagles credit. Mahomes didn't play well. Credit that. It wasn't that he didn't play well on his own. The Eagles had a lot to do with that. That front four was relentless. That front four was relentless. Give him credit. Give credit to Sweat. Give credit to Smith.
Yeah.
Give credit to Jalen Carter. Give credit to Williams. Give credit to those guys. Jordan Davis. They did an unbelievable job of doing what they were supposed to do. Our job. And guess what? Even when he was able to escape, they chased him down. They didn't give up. They were relentless in their pressure, and they earned this victory. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, but hey, they built the last. You look at what they got. They built the last. They got Hurts on an easy contract. They got their 2 wide receivers.
Right.
They got them sold up. Now you're gonna have to do something with Braun. You're gonna have to make a decision. It's gonna cost you a little bit of money for him.
You got to bring him back. You got to bring him back. He's on the 1 year. He was special. He was special all season long for them.
And he was a defensive player of the year candidate. So Ocho, if you got Saquon tied up, your offense is tied up. You got Lane Johnson locked up. You got Mailata locked up. You got Dickerson locked up. Your center was going to be in the second year. He's on a rookie contract. Offensively, you're straight.
Good. But look at the age, Look at the age. If you look at the landscape of the team on both sides of the ball, almost everybody's young. You obviously have a few veterans that are up and down, but the majority of the team is young. This team is going to be together for a while, and then you have to think you still got the draft.
Now,
and then you still have off-season acquisitions that Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman are going to make to even better the squad.
The question is, there's a guy out there that says he wants to be traded.
Who?
Myles Garrett.
Oh, they're not going to be able to fit it. Then now you ain't going to be able to pay nobody else. But look, hold on. Stay with me real quick now. Now, look what they were able to do. Now, if I'm a GM, if I'm Howie Roseman, if I'm Jeffrey Lurie, look what they were able to do with the front four they have right now, the young Bulls.
Yes.
Okay, do you really need, based off what you saw tonight against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, do you really need to bring in a Myles Garrett?
You got to keep you, but hey, you can't stand pat. Now they're gonna look. I'm looking to improve. Now you're probably it's gonna probably be too much to give up to get him. And like you said, at right now for the next week, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm going to enjoy this. If I'm Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Rose, if I'm Jeffrey, I'm saying Howie, don't bring me any ideas. I don't want to hear ish. I want to enjoy this.
Right.
If I'm Nick Sirianni, Howie, don't tell you're gonna lose your offensive coordinator. Right. It looks like Kellen Moore has the job unless something unforeseen happened in the last 24, 48 hours. He has the job in New Orleans. So you're gonna have to find a new play caller. But the fact of the matter is that what they have, they're very, very good, well-coached team. Sirianni, when you showed up with that sweatsuit, told me that you didn't think you were going to get the job, but you got the job, you've proven your worth.
Yeah.
I was wrong about you. You got to the Super Bowl, you lose your coordinators, and everybody's down and out on you. But you know what? You go back and you get Vic Fangio, and that defense was outstanding. Kellen Moore did a great job of calling the game, running the football all year long with Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts doing what he needs to do in order to, I'm throwing for 121. I'm throwing for 148. Now in this ball game, y'all give me a lot of single high coverage. I'm going to make these throws. And then when the coverage got tight, he started picking them up, putting them down. So now that's the problem that you're up against when you got these mobile quarterbacks, Ocho. You run past them, they jump out the window and they hightail, and all you doing is looking at tail lights. This was a dominating performance. The Eagles fans rejoice. Did Jalen Hurts win the MVP? Who won MVP? Was it a defensive player? Was it Sweat? Was it Hurts? Who won MVP?
I mean, it should have been Hurts. I mean, if it was going to be somebody on the defensive side of the ball, hell, the whole goddamn defense should have got it, the whole front line.
Oh, Hurts just won it, Ocho. He just won it.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
But it was an outstanding performance of what we saw today. They dominated this ball game, and that was. But when I looked at this ball game, Ocho, and we talked about it Thursday night. I said the Eagles have the better team. If you look at it player for player.
Yeah, player for player.
It's not even close.
It's not even
maybe
close.
The only position is quarterback, where you could say they got a better play. Other than that, you look at wide receivers, look at the running back, you look at the offensive line. Okay, Chris Jones and Jalen Carter, that's a push. Look at the linebackers, Zach Brown, boom. Okay, maybe McDuffie and Mitchell, maybe McDuffie's slightly better. Maybe that's a push. But if you look at the other positions, so if you look at the starting 22, with the exception of maybe 1-2 positions, the Eagles have the better team.
Yeah, most definitely. And usually, in this case, most of the time, if the offensive line didn't play so bad, Patrick Mahomes' decision making wouldn't have been as bad as it was.
He started taking risks.
They made him they made him very, very, very uncomfortable from the beginning of the game. So when you talk about which team is better, Patrick Mahomes has been so good since he's been in the league, regardless of how good the personnel is on both sides of the ball for the goddamn Eagles. Patrick Mahomes, most of the time, has always been good enough to overcome that. He's been good enough to overcome the weaknesses that they have offensively. But tonight,
If you go back and look at the games that he's lost,
yes,
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a better team.
Yeah,
offensive line. Because remember that first time, Ocho, they trotted out 5 new offensive linemen. Well, you're not winning. I don't care who you are. I don't care who your quarterback is. You trot out 5 new offensive linemen, you're not winning that game. But he needed to do a better job of protecting the football, especially. But when you get down, Ocho, you start taking chances. You don't gamble, but people out there that gambles knows what I'm talking about. You start losing, and the next thing you do, you start adding more chips to the pile to try to get your money back in one shot. Ocho, you done lost 4,000, so the first thing you do, I'm gonna get this 4,000 back with one hand. Let me bet 5. Well, you bet 5, next time you don't die, you're down 9,000. And so you keep compounding it. So you start taking unnecessary risk and put your team further and further behind the 8 ball.
This is the thing. This is the one-shot game. You got to throw the kitchen sink out there. Once you're behind the 8 ball in a game like this, playing against a defense like that, you have no choice but to put the ball in harm's way. You don't have a choice but to take those risks and put that and bet that 5 or 4,000 to try to get your money back. You ain't got all day. This ain't no 7-game series. But it's one shot and you going home.
They're gonna have to go get a running back, Ocho. They're gonna have to Kansas City.
Hold on now. Wait, time out. Let's stop. Let's stop. They got Pacheco. He was good before he got injured for what they do well. Kareem Hunt came in, he fielded, and he done an excellent job for what they do well. What the Chiefs ask their running backs to do, they do very well. They don't need to Saquon Barkley.
I'm not saying no. You don't need Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry. But Ocho, in that situation like that, and granted, I don't want to take anything away from the Eagles, but Andy got away from calling runs, and that put him further behind us. So because if I don't have to even, Ocho, I ain't even thinking about the run. I don't even think about the run. All I got to do is worry about trying to go to get 1-5.
Hold up, but you got to think about why you're not thinking about the run. How well that front four, Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, them played.
I know, but Ocho, you got to at least give them something to think about. See, I don't know. Let's see. I can't run up in this house. That joker might be home. That joker might have this thing booby trapped. He might be waiting on me. I got to give you something to think about. They're not even giving me anything to think of. Ocho, if you think about it, I think they had like 3 rushes in the first half.
Can I say something? I like your idea, though. I love your idea and say, the Chiefs need to go get a running back. But it's only one Saquon Barkley. Stay with me now. There's only one Derrick Henry. There's only one Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm trying to think of somebody else
Jacobs.
that scares you a little bit. There's only one Josh Gabe. Now there's a handful of running backs.
Get a tier 2 running back. Those are tier 1s. Get you a tier 2.
Well, they got tier 2 right now.
They got tier
What do you
3s.
mean? You
Yeah.
think so? No, come on.
Yeah, they do, Ocho. Yeah, they do.
Come on, man. Don't do it like that.
They do. They do. Ocho, the biggest social media debate of the day stemmed from Odell Beckham Jr. talking about the struggles of a $100 million contract and how money doesn't last forever. He said, and I always explain to people like this, like, bro, you give somebody 5 years, $100 million contract, right? What is it really? It's like 5 years, $60 million. You're getting taxed. Do the math. That's $12 million a year. You know that you have to spend, you have to use, save, invest, flaunt. I don't know, probably should have left that flaunt out there. But go ahead, this is OJ. This is the Odell talking. Just be real. I'm going to buy a car. I'm going to give my mom a house. Everything costs money. So if you're spending $4 million a year, what is that really? That's $40 million over 5 years. That's $8 million a year. That's a 5-year span, and you're getting $8 million. Can you make it last forever? And you always hear people who ain't us and ain't been in that position like, oh, well, that would last a lifetime. OBJ, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. If you get $60 million liquid and that can't last you a lifetime, you got a problem.
Well, hold on, hold on. Let's before you go on.
Yeah.
Think about all the lottery winners, right?
Yes.
They all went broke.
Yes. Because because think about what
all of them.
What did he say? He put something in there at the end.
What did he say?
You spend, use, save, invest, flaunt.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Ocho.
Yeah.
Do you really need 10 houses?
Damn.
Do you really need 15 cars?
Nah.
Do you need to buy everybody in your house, everybody in your family, a mansion that costs $1 million, $2 million? Because here's the thing.
Yes.
First of all, if you buy somebody in your house, your family a house that costs $1 million to $2 million, first of all, they can't afford the upkeep on it. Because if they could, they'd have it already. See, it ain't the payment, it's the upkeep.
Right.
Where ish go wrong. Mm-hmm. So now you buy somebody a Mercedes, you buy somebody a Ferrari, you bought somebody a high-end car.
God damn.
Now you says, okay, I bought you this. You got to get the upkeep.
Right.
Something happened to it. Tire go flat. Who they calling, Ocho?
You.
So that's the thing. But
hey, I have a question for better context for me. Is he just speaking hypothetically? He's not talking about his personal situation, or he's just using.
He said, and I always explain to people, like, bro, you give somebody 5 years, $100 million. What is that really? It's like 5 years, 60. You're getting taxed. Yes, that's $60 million. Okay, you buy you a house. Now you're not buying a house every year. I don't think.
No.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
Bro say he's spending $4 million a year. If you spending $4 million a year and it ain't a business related, you out your damn mind. Ain't no way in hell I'm spending $4 million a year.
Hey, that's a lot of money there, boy.
Hell yeah.
$4 million?
Yes.
Hey, you know how?
Let's just say, Ocho, you buy a house. Let's just say you buy a house. A house that costs $5 million.
Yeah.
You 3-5%. I don't know what your interest rate is. That's probably, if you just playing an interest only loan, you're probably playing on $4 million, somewhere between $20,000 and $25,000, $30,000 a month. That's on your place that costs $45 million.
Right.
Okay, you buy mom a house. Mm-hmm. If I were to buy mom a house, I'm damn near gonna probably get her a house that I can go ahead and pay off. So I'm gonna spend $500,000 for mom because I got to get her something that she can clean for herself. Because I can't play for a cleaner, sir. Because see, that's another expense, Ocho.
Yes, it
you
is.
Get a pool in the yard, Ocho. Guess what? You got to have it cleaned every week, Ocho. That's another expense, don't mean.
Another expense, yeah.
And you get a big ass house, somebody cut the grass. I don't need. I need somebody to come with a pushing lawnmower and cut the grass.
That's another expense.
That's another expense on me, Ocho.
Yeah. I don't think players actually factor that stuff in when the money's coming in because it's coming in so fast and it comes in huge chunks.
Yes.
Everyone doesn't factor. Everyone doesn't have that financial savviness or that financial discipline to think long term. That's one of the few things I was really good at. While I was playing, when huge chunks of money was coming in, I was thinking long term. But I also had the goddamn financial discipline to understand that flaunting and being flashy wasn't my identity. My name, just my name, the brand itself was just as big as anything else I could purchase. You're not understanding, you're not hearing me. The name itself was just as big as anything else I could purchase. So I can go anywhere and say, oh shit, that's a Ferrari. Well, that same place that Ferrari go, oh shit, there go Ocho.
Mm-hmm.
So it was no need for me to drive a motherfucking Ferrari because everybody they already knew who I was.
You know what,
Well,
Ocho, get out your system. Okay, if you want to lease a Ferrari for a year to say, you know what?
Yeah, it's okay. But
I ain't finna get no Ferrari, didn't get a Lambo. But here's the thing, Ocho. Let's see what he didn't tell you, how it adds up. Flying private.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Unc, it go crazy. Hold on, Unc. Now you be flying private too. Now I didn't see you with your feet kicked up eating Popeye.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yes.
Now you see why I fly Spirit the past 20 years.
Ocho, but I don't fly everywhere private.
Right.
I don't go overseas private. You're talking about anywhere from between 10 and 20,000 an hour. If you fly overseas, how long is it going to take you to get to London?
Whoa, come back.
How long is it going to take to get to Madrid?
Wait, bring that back around. Did you just hop an hour or the whole trip?
An hour.
They gonna charge you about an hour to go overseas?
Yes.
Oh heck.
So if you go overseas, guess what, Ocho? You flying back cross, so that might be a $400,000 trip. Just like that. Maybe $1 million. How far you going?
Oh man, okay. Now here. Well, hold on. Time out, man. If it costs that much, what all these people be doing on Instagrams where they always flying private? Them people ain't making that kind of money.
Flossing.
Hey, see, I don't know. I just know my method.
Ocho, and kids. You pay child support. You mess around and get the wrong one and she charge you 20. You got to pay. You in California. It's 20, 25, 30, 40, 50,000 a month.
Ooh.
50,000 a month times 12 times 18. How much is that, Ocho?
I ain't good at math.
So if you paying 600, so 50,000, let's just say for the sake of argument, let's take a round even number because everybody like round numbers.
Yeah.
Let's just say you paying 20,000 a month.
Okay.
Times 12. That's 240,000 a year.
Okay.
Times 10.
Uh-huh.
That's 2.4 million.
Okay.
Now we add 8 more to that.
Uh-huh.
You see where it went to, Ocho?
Yeah, I don't like that.
So you about 3.8, you about $3.6 million, $3.8 million. That's one child.
Ooh.
Now imagine you got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I do. I got a lot of them.
But the thing that you did there was in Florida. See, in California, they Ricky across the code.
But it also I had kids from people that really wasn't on that because they understood. Yeah. They understood it was about the child. So for those of you that have kids for me, I thank you. You know, I love you because we was on the same page and you weren't vindictive. You understood. I was always present. I appreciate y'all because them numbers you just ran off, I ain't never had to deal with nothing like that.
And
God
Ocho,
damn.
Ocho, what if you got a main girl and we got a side chick and you want to keep that on the hush? You got to
you got to pay hush money. Hey.
I know you with me when I'm right.
Hey, but hold on. You know the kind of money you got to make to be able to have a woman on the side and be able to keep her quiet and keep her happy?
Yes.
You got to make a lot of money. And it go fast, huh?
But like I said, Ocho, if you got a business, you running a business, businesses cost because you have employees. Right. You got to pay for insurance and you got to pay for 401k
overhead
and all that other stuff. So I understand that. But if your yearly expenses and you ain't got no business and you spending $4 million, man, you out your look here. You need to be Bezos. I need to be Ocho. For me to spend $4 million a year, I need to be making $50 million a year.
Yeah,
$60 million a year. Not no 60, like no $100 million contract.
Right.
I need to be making LeBron James type money, 120 a year.
Yeah, God damn. You
got full-time security. You know, you like LeBron. He got full-time security for him in Savannah.
Right.
These entertainers like Beyonce and Hove. Right. And you got a full-time security detail. That's a couple of $1 million a year because you got 24-hour security.
Hey, you think, when we get famous, you think we gonna need security?
I'm not gonna need security. For me, I can't say I'm not. but I hope I don't because I don't really go anywhere.
Right. No, hold on. We finna be hanging out though.
Hanging out where?
Me and you, like when we get famous, boy. Hey, people need to see us. We ain't finna be in the
Man,
house.
look
Man.
here, Ocho.
Hold on. Hey, you know what? You ain't even gotta pay nothing. You could take. You know what? Just take it out my check, right? Take it out my check. Just add me extra 1%. I got my concealed weapon license. My concealed
I
weapon
got one
license.
too, but I ain't Ocho. I know. I'm gonna let somebody else. If I'm gonna have
No.
security, they gonna have that.
You don't get. That's an added expense. You can use me. Hey, Unc, I keep right here on my hip, right here, like this, right here. hey, Unc, they won't play with you.
Most of the time, most security got two.
Huh?
They got an ankle holster and a side holster.
Oh yeah, I got a little 22. It'd be in my ankle. I got a little 22. It'd be in my boots.
Now, right now, Ocho, I'm like on a 3-year plan, about a 2-year plan.
Wait,
I'm
whoa.
gonna be inside.
Nah, come on. Don't start that now.
Hey, I'm like Punxsutawney Phil. I saw my shadow. I got to go back inside.
Nah, don't do that, Unc. Don't do that. Hey, listen, one thing about it, tomorrow is not promised, Unc. Tomorrow is not promised. So what you need to do is while you're here now, you need to live. You need to live.
I'm living, Ocho.
You need to enjoy.
But Ocho, to be honest, Ocho, I've never been one of those guys that like to hang out. I've never been that.
Unc, I don't go nowhere either. I'm never outside.
You always outside, Ocho.
Where? Work?
Everywhere.
You talking about work?
You at games. I'm not like that.
Unc, I don't go nowhere.
I'm gonna go eat, and I'm going back home. That's where I want to be.
That's me. That's me. Now I will go to a jazz club. I go to the cigar bar, and that's the extent of where I go. Now I might go listen to some live music. Now you know I love me some live music.
Yeah,
man.
I do. I know
that's
that.
me. That's up my alley. But we need. God damn it! Hold on.
I don't know, but $4 million a year, Chad. That's a lot of Chad. That's $400,000 a month.
I don't think that's. Hey, I think he was just. I think he was just giving.
No, he said
perspective.
everything costs. So if you're spending $4 million a year, but I'm saying, Ocho, do you know how? For you to spend $4 million a year, you probably need to be making $50 million a year.
Yeah. That's why I think he wasn't talking about himself. I think he was just using that as an example of people on how they spend, because hey, that's egregious.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
60 million liquid.
Hey,
60 million. You got $60 million liquid. Ocho, let's just say if you just invest conservatively, Ocho,
right,
it's gonna pay you 5 to 8%.
Yeah.
5 to 8% gonna pay you $4 million a year. And you never lose the principal. So you can live off that.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? A lot of people that always say, oh, if I had that much money, oh, I'd last forever. But the devil is a lie, because you get that kind of money, you will be a totally different person. If you don't have discipline with the little that you do have now.
You're right.
And you get that kind of money.
Right. You're right.
Man, listen. Hey, Unc, I thank my grandma. I thank my grandma and my grandfather, and they're one of the few reasons why I was able to make so much and not live as if I was making millions. Yeah. And it was easy because it wasn't my identity. It never became my identity, or I didn't get caught in that image. Oh, I'm making millions, so I have to look like it. Now every so often, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, maybe 3 times.
You treat yourself. You get yourself a watch, and you get yourself.
I flash, for sure. Hey, people, they love making fun of me, But it's. Listen, man, I'm going 30 years strong, man. Still living the same lifestyle I was before I started playing. Still living the same lifestyle. Every time, every blue moon, I turn up.
You got to. Because guess what? You leave all that money here, they're going to spend it. They ain't going to hoard it like you do it. I already know about, my kids might stop working and be working in 2 years. Cause everybody going to be gone. Cause they don't look at money like I do. But I'm very fortunate. Like my sister, I was like, I tried to get a new car. She's like, nah, ain't nothing wrong with this one.
Right.
She said, for what I do right around here, I'm good. I got my mom a car, got my brother a car a couple of years ago, got my son a car, my daughter a car.
Yeah.
They good.
Yeah.
Like I told him, Santa Claus got laid off.
Damn.
No Christmas this year.
No, I'm gonna see you that 5900. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be good. You can get him a little Range Rover 20, you know, 25. I mean, whoever need a car.
No. They're good on cars.
You sure?
Yeah, my Range Rover. Look, my Range Rover got 40,000 miles. Just turned 40,000 miles.
Right.
It's 13 years old.
Hey, you need to treat yourself.
I did.
To what?
I told you when we take off, I'm going on vacation.
Man, that's not treating yourself, man.
It is.
Hey, you know what you should do, Unc?
What?
You should get yourself a sports car.
Ocho, it's hard enough for me getting in and out with my hips like they are. I ain't getting no sports car.
Nah, I think for my birthday, I think I'm gonna get a McLaren.
I mean, if you'd have called me last year, I'd have got me a McSharon. I can't get no. That's what I would have got me. But right now, Ocho, right now, Ocho, your boy doing bad. Your boy doing bad.
Hey, let me tell you something. You ain't never doing bad. When you wake up and you open them eyes and you allowed the opportunity to see another day, you doing good. Always. Man, come on, man. God damn now. I done pay this man $350 to fix this issue and it's still doing this shit.
But clearly he ain't fix it.
Well, I need my money back.
But it's tough. Like you said, Ocho, when you get money and then you know you want to help people, you want to make sure your family's taken care of.
Yes.
But don't get crazy reckless with it. My two homeboys, I always look out for them. Mm-hmm. Because and my homeboys, I know if the shoe was on the other foot, and I called them,
yes, sir,
they come through the clutch.
Hey,
it's always been like me and my brother. It was never I got,
right.
we got. When he went to the NFL, hey, bro, we made it. When I went to the Hall of Fame, bro, we're in the Hall. Always been. It's only been three of us.
Yeah,
we're very, very close. Mm-hmm. Very, very close. And I got, they got.
Yeah.
I got, they got, and that's how it's always gonna be.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, $4 million a year, you need to be making 50 bands a year to spend that kind of money.
That's crazy.
I mean, 400,000. Think about it, that's 400,000 a month.
Right. Hey, you know
what
you
do
know,
you? I mean,
and you know what I think about too, Unc, is Instagram and social media has everybody so fooled.
It does. It does. It has, Ocho. It has.
They have no understanding of money and they really think people are really living these lifestyles like that. It's impossible. It's impossible to live the lifestyle that the people put up consistently day to day. Unc, you know what? I can't even get it out. I can't even get out because I understand how much it takes to be able to do some of the things that I'm seeing on Instagram. And I'm like, there ain't no fucking way.
You ain't got to tell me nothing. I know.
There ain't no way. It's impossible. Mm-hmm. It's impossible. But I mean, and then the fact that it's everybody's identity. It's everybody's image. Is looking like I'm rich or looking like I'm got it. What? For what? Because the people that I'm talking about, the ones that really do, I'm talking about really got it for real, man, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even be able to tell.
Now, Ocho, if you notice now, more people like Tom Brady. Tom is really big into watches.
Yeah. Him and Jay-Z.
Him and Jay-Z. LeBron, and you see Harden, and you see a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys in the LP Jorns or the Pateks or the APs, the Richard Mille. Yeah. I mean, they're in the Vacherons. They're in the. I mean, the watch is like, okay. Because, okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, Ocho, you got that kind of money and you spend $25, $30, $40 million for a house. And you got all the cars that you can possibly want. I mean, what? I mean, I don't want a house that big. I mean, my house is probably too big as it is now. considering I'm in 2 rooms, the kitchen and the bedroom.
Yeah. Hey, man, how big that you got a palace over there like Joe?
No, hell nah.
But what you would like 15,000 square feet?
Man, please. Nah, about 75, 8.
God damn!
Boy, you got 12.
Hey, boy, you over there. Hey, boy, you eating, boy.
Nah.
75, 8,000? What's that about 12 bedroom?
Shh, man.
You got a golf
5.
course? You got a golf course back there?
Nope.
Okay.
I used to live on a golf course when I was in Baltimore.
Ooh, boy, you big. Hey, you showing off tonight, boy. You showing off. Stand on the golf course?
I ain't still on no golf course.
I'm just saying, but you did. You say you did.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's rich people. That the royal family, they stay on the golf course.
It wasn't that developed back then.
Right.
And so I got it at a good deal, and then like I sold it. The housing market was going right here, so
yes, sir.
I sold it for like 70,000. I mean, when I put in, I sold it for like 70,000 over what I was asking.
Okay.
But nah, like I said, I got this. I'm in 2 rooms. I mean, I got this entertainment room. You know, it's really nice, man. I'm like,
yeah,
I ain't walking down.
Yeah, hey,
because that would require me to walk downstairs.
Yeah, I remember the entertainment room because I had to pass by that. I had to pass by that to get to the trophy. Yeah.